It's
Hey.
going live.
Hello. Welcome to the Arcade Hangout. We are live.
Welcome to the Four Bangers.
230.
Oh, you have your bell back.
2:30.
Hey,
Yes.
He's back at home.
good. Finally.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ha, 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 ha. Ding, 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 ha, ha, ha.
Yes. We are back with the bell. Oh, I got to get IRC going here. Let me see here. Which one is it? That one? Okay, hold on one second. Sorry. Okay. Boom. There we go. Welcome everybody to the Arcade Hangout. There's Mark.
Hey, awesome.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Just in time. I haven't said anything yet, Mark.
Haha.
Ha
That was last week.
So, let me just do a quick intro here. Welcome to the Arcade Hangout, episode 230, right?
230. Yep.
America's longest running arcade podcast and still in season 1.
Because we're afraid that we might not get renewed for season 2, so we
so we stay at season 1.
Yep.
They told us we get one season, so
Yeah. We're
One and
still in the
done.
middle of our pilot.
they can't kick us off if we ever finish this season. So yes, we are a group of friends that like to get together once a week and talk about arcade games, classic arcade games, and what we've picked up and what we're repairing and what we're pushing off roofs and what we're drinking and
The occasional drama.
yes and yes, well, hopefully not any drama. We try to stay away from drama as much as we can. And if
That's
we
right.
have drama-
T-Bart's not on.
If we had drama, we
I know
kick 'em-
he's having internet drama.
Yeah, incoming
Yeah.
because I just saw him join IRC. So
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
Great.
well, but he might not have enough of a stream to join the
Enough
video.
shoes.
But, I know. I was like, as soon as stream came out of my mouth, I'm like, I'm gonna just
Oh
stop.
man, he's streaming on what is happening?
Yeah.
So
Back
we
Canadian.
have with us tonight Time Runner, who used to be a original person on our show until he left to do another show.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
A
That's
higher
okay.
class show.
A higher class show. Which
That's
I
right.
can't
The,
blame.
la-
I can't
the
blame
lawsuit
him.
was filed months
Yeah,
ago, so
exactly.
it's still
We-
going through the court system.
I'm just
Yeah.
swimming in the residuals, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, we tried copying you, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, drinking?
terrible idea.
Because we
Terrible
suck,
idea.
so it's like,
Yeah.
wait, yeah. Maybe we try a new model where we actually listen to people and have
Maybe-
questions that are well considered and researched.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't invite 10 plus people into our.
I know you guys keep it to a small amount of people too, so it's like you can, really focus.
Yeah, we embrace the chaos though.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
we're more about we just want to hang out together. So since we all live in different parts of
Hey, that would be a
the
great
United States- Hey, hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to hang out.
Cue up the title. Yeah.
And arcade games just happens to be a afterthought. Sometimes.
That's a safe word. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Mark's on tonight. I asked him to come on tonight because I had talked about last time, and I think the time before that I was working on a project to. Mark posted that he was going to be creating a back glass for his stand-up Discs of Tron, which is a game that I really like a lot. And
Finish the game.
I don't know if you remember, but when at Grinkers, when it was in the tournament, I had the top score in it.
Nice.
So I'm pretty decent at it. I don't remember what my score is though, but I can usually loop it at least once as far as where everything starts all over again, back to square one. Because
Oh, man.
Damn.
Is that what
Yeah.
happens? Oh.
Spoilers.
Spoiler
yeah,
alert.
Man.
It's
Yeah,
just
we might as well
gonna
get rid of that.
Bear-
but
Yeah.
the
Bear
Get rid of
difficulty,
it.
Now.
Yep.
You know how it
difficulty
ends.
is still there though. It gets
Wait.
harder.
Let's go in the trash.
I'm still
Um,
waiting for to see level 9 on eyes, and
Yeah.
Level 9. Can't even get to level 9, so shut up. But anyway, I talked
Except our
about
level
how
6.
you brought up in Twitter that you're thinking about doing an animated back glass, and I got excited because I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to do that. I think that'd be so awesome. So I created a background that I did the animations for, what I thought would be cool, and I handed off to Mark, and I gave him the files too, so he can do whatever he wants with it if he wants to change it up or do some different, or if he likes what I did and he wants to tweak it from there or do something. Like maybe I was thinking maybe if the placement of the recognizers isn't quite right, we can slide stuff around or whatever. But
I think you did a pretty good job. I mean, basically, I was just going to be happy with a GIF of a recognizer just kind of moving, and I wouldn't
sliding across the screen.
Oh, look, it's animated now. Look at that.
360 pixels by 240.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
So Mark took it even a step further and added sound effects too. So I have queued up a video that Mark just sent me about 5 minutes before the show started.
they're just random sound effects. It's like
Nice.
There's a light cycle.
Like,
Yeah.
No, hold on. I'll let me bring the thing I used to make all the special effects. Just a second. It's right there.
Okay.
Oh, do you have a bell too?
That's right here.
They wanted me to build them a bomb, so I took their plutonium and in turn gave them a shiny bomb casing full of used pinball machine parts.
Ha That's the best
I like
Tron
that. I
anime.
like that it lights up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really weird sounding recognizer.
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Everybody-
That's his flashlight.
Everybody in the recognizers, they've eaten beans. So that's,
Hey, Mark, have you got any feedback on it or anything? Or people say they thought they liked it, didn't like it, or
I
anything like
just
that?
posted it on Twitter, so we'll see.
Oh.
I did show it to Adam and Brian Armitage. I think Brian is Brian's actually not in surgery or anything. He's just at home.
Oh,
But Adam liked it, so that was it. My only two friends.
Aw. Well, we're your friends.
Yeah. That's why I came here.
Just do what I do.
Dan Reed wouldn't answer the phone.
Dan Reed. We haven't.
We still
Well,
speak his name. Yeah.
I miss Dan Reed. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Just
Have you seen
do
him?
what I do. Rent your friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow. I see.
And, let's see. So I am going to do a screen.
cheap.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can screen share today. That'll be.
Yeah,
We
let's
can, we
see.
can. We already
we
tested it.
just tested it
Oh.
before.
So
So,
I'm gonna spotlight you. So go ahead and whenever you're ready.
screen
You're in
share.
charge.
Jabone.
Nice.
Look at all those.
Oh my
icons.
gosh.
Clean up your desktop.
Which ones are porn?
So filthy.
Yeah. Okay, so Disciptron back class.
Wait, are we doing movie night? Oh,
You guys can see that okay?
yeah. We don't have audio. Is there audio?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
there you
hear
go.
it. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Everybody be quiet.
Okay, so you see the recognizer already cruising along right there.
Yeah, that looks fucking badass.
Greetings. Master Control Program has chosen you to serve on the game grid.
So you've got the environmental voice chip.
Oh yeah.
Did you get
Cool.
that from what's his name? Jeff C.
Nope. It's all original. This environmental cabinet. You know what's funny about that squawk board is that there's other things that he can say that I don't think I've ever heard him say in the course of the game, and they're not even in the test menu.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, there's a button
I
you
lo-
can hit that plays
What?
them all.
I hear there's a guy here who maybe knows how to play pretty well.
Oh.
What are the things? What are the things he says that?
He says
that
stuff
you have
like
never- well, no, but like, what does Mark know that he says that you haven't heard? Mark?
A lot more Tron quotes, I think.
Bring in the logic probe.
he says that.
Yeah, he
He
does
said-
say that.
He says,
goody.
I don't know how you survived.
I don't know how you survived.
Yeah, he says that. What does he else say? Bring in the lodging probe. He
Finish
laughs
the
a lot.
game!
There's a couple different laughs in there.
Well,
I can't
I don't
remember.
have those.
I think there's 4 laps, but in the test menu, there's only 3 that are played.
Oh,
So I'll have
interesting.
to send you a video
Yeah, I'd
of
love to
that.
hear it. I'd love to hear it. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit just so you can see. It's kind of hard to notice, but I was wondering if see this building right here.
Yes.
The recognize. I have a Andrew. I did a new animation after we talked. It was starting to bother me that I didn't have recognizers that that swoop and make angles, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn it, Andrew.
Um,
So, but no, I was like, I'm gonna do it because the anal, like I'm like Jim with being anal about stuff like that, where I'm like, it should have recognizers fly around like that as well, So I added it in. So in this building here, you'll see recognizers fly over here, and they there's two of them, and they're angled, as they turn, and then they straighten out. So you'll
nice.
let me okay,
Yeah,
right
I just
there.
saw it there. Yep.
Oh
Really
yeah.
hard-
Oh
don't know if
yeah. That's fucking great, dude.
see if you
Yeah.
can see it
I like
right
how
there.
subtle
It
it
has
is
to be
too.
subtle because it's
Yeah.
it's not the game. It's just something going on in the background. That looks fucking great, dude.
So Mark's also added sound effects he didn't have the recognizer sound for them, but he does for other parts. Let me see here.
Yeah,
Right
when
here
I-
you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that.
Dude, that looks fucking amazing.
Oh, I also
That's
added
so
a light
good.
here. So the light right here on the tower. I also
Yeah.
added a beam that goes up right here.
Like the IO tower.
Yeah.
Control program is
I think I missed it.
serving
Hold on. Yeah, keep watching this tower here.
Yeah.
You'll see a little like someone sent up a disc
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah.
oh,
That's
Or
IO.
splooge.
Input output. Or that tower looks very splooge.
it's a male tower.
Tastic. Yeah.
So I had the clouds going slow so they don't distract you too
Yep.
much from playing. These things fly by, and
Mhm.
Mark put some sound effects in for some of those, so you can hear them.
Wait. So how are you doing? So you do have is this running off like a Raspberry Pi or something like that?
I rendered this in the same format of the monitor. Like I had a
Yeah.
19-inch monitor just laying underneath the pinball.
Just like an
machine.
LCD kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I need at least a 21-inch, I think, to fill up the
Oh.
edges.
Yeah.
But I took his video that was rendered and created a sequence that fit the exact max resolution of the monitor, which is about a 5:4 ratio.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what I put back here. And then the audio was easy. I steal stuff from SoundDog, and if I feel guilty, I go pay for it. So
Yeah,
Well, no, but are
you
you
heard it
outputting
here
through?
first, folks.
Yeah.
Are you outputting through like the actual game speakers or through like a separate set of speakers?
Oh, at the
for-
moment, my Mac was just feeding in audio
I see,
into this.
okay.
Right. But
Yeah.
I did do some panning so
Mhm.
that when the recognizers, if they're on the left, you're going to hear more left
Oh,
audio. And when
Well,
they
there's another
pass
IO
you, you
tower
hear them
there.
behind you.
Stereo panning, nice.
Mm.
That's fucking pro level, dude. It looks amazing.
I mean, it looks just like it did before,
Yep.
pretty much, but it's just enhanced. It's just kind of an enhanced, enhance.
You only had to hit one button.
enhance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Gino's
mock
here. Hey,
button.
Gino.
Hey, so I got a question because I'm not too familiar with the Discs of Tron. So did it have a background originally in the game, or did you add that completely?
You want to say
Good
that? Mark?
question.
Right. It did have a background. It was just a regular translite, very much like the translite that's in the
Okay.
regular game Tron. And I guess the most that you can say to it being animated is the light behind it is controlled programmatically by the CPU and the main PCB, and it has a relay that turns off the background. So I actually have a way to read what that PCB is doing, and I'm going to see if I can make the monitor turn off. But it was totally static. It was just a
Yeah.
translate with a bulb.
Oh, I
behind it.
lost. Oh, my screen just went out.
We can still see it.
Yeah, we
And
see
I
it.
guess I missed the beginning part of this. So what are you doing to broadcast it to the background with an LCD, you said?
Yeah, it's just sitting back there because it was,
It's-
they're skinny and there's space
Gotcha.
back there for that.
Gotcha.
And it almost looks exactly the same. I mean, there's.
Wow.
it's-
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, did you know the Asteroids Deluxe, how that has like sort of a cardboard background? It was like that, but it was just a single flat sheet of this graphic.
Yeah, this visual effects assembly that they have is actually, I think, 3 pieces of plexi. I think it's pretty crazy what's back there. Plus the glass.
And Mark, you've done something like this with Tron. You had the MCP doing the little spinny thing on the original Tron.
Right. Yeah, I kind of just cleaned up something somebody else did. Well, I mean, I don't mean cleaned up, but he took video from the movie and found the right frames that matched pretty much what the Translite kind of looked like.
Yep.
But visually, the background and the skyline, they were all different. So I went and found a scan of the Translite and made it mimic the look 100% as far as I could get it to look. And so sometimes people will put his version in or my version in, but yeah, there's a lot of Tron cabinets with that and a flat screen stuck in the back.
It's a cool mod. And again, I'm sorry. So I think we touched on it a little bit, maybe. So is it a Raspberry Pi that's running that?
No,
or...
this is my Mac just running.
So you got a Mac that's basically outputting the same thing. So you basically have to fire up your Mac to play the game with the animated background. Got it.
And I've been sort of futzing around on the weekend with it, but I knew that the show was coming on today, so this was filmed like an hour ago.
Yeah.
My wife is playing, and luckily she's pretty good. So
no, it looks gorgeous. I mean, like just wondering, like what would be like the eventual like the ultimate thing where it's like something like a Raspberry Pi or something like that, where it's just like it boots up with the game,
all I need,
and then just outputs.
I just need
VGA basically.
Well, it needs to loop from end to end.
Yep.
So that you can't see, a flash preferably, and I also want to be able to send a signal to blank out the screen when you see this outline right here. Yeah. The same relay that turns on that black light that lights that up also turns on the light behind the Translite.
Oh,
but it's all high and low circuitry. I should be able to read it with a tiny little adapter that can send me the signal via USB. I can read it in with some software that I write, which should only be a few lines, and then that way it'll act exactly like the Translite, turning off and on when requested.
See, this is what's amazing because I don't know how to do any of that shit. I can do animation and stuff. In fact, my renderer conked out when I was working on this too.
Oh no!
So it wasn't rendering the way I wanted to. So what it was doing is my preview render of a single image looked great, but when I went to go tell the computer to render out all the frames of animation, one at a time, the frame files, they were coming out like the lights were at half lit. So it's just, I don't know why it was doing that. So what I had to do I couldn't fix it. All I had to, my workaround was turn all my lights brighter, and it doesn't look as great as it could. So, I mean, it looked good enough, and I fixed a lot of stuff in post, but I was happy with the end result. I think everything else, I think in all it came out pretty good. So,
but as you can see, it looks fantastic.
Looks fun. Yeah.
Hi.
And it's not too distracting. Like I said, it's just Tron-y enough. I think you got pulses. There's an IO tower here too. It's hard to see, but it shoots a beam up. But
so very subtle.
But subtle enough. Yeah, it's not too crazy. Taigi wanted these clouds to go by as fast as they do in the movie Tron. I'm like, no, that's way too fast.
No, if it's distracting from the game, then it's taking something away from what you're there to do.
Yeah,
it should just be something that adds to the experience.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So Mark, when the video ends, the video clip that I turn down, when it gets to the end, it's supposed to be a perfect loop with it. So
nice.
it should be perfect. Yeah. So if you use the entire clip and make it loop at that point, it should be a perfect loop as far as the clouds. So the clouds won't jump or do something weird. It should be constant. So, but yeah,
I love it. I mean, thank you. I guess if anybody else wants this, you can go to the House of Mock and give him $500. So
House of Mock.
I don't know.
Maybe wait until you're finished with your final output file, and then we could give that. Did you post this on Clav yet?
No, I just put it on Twitter just before this.
Oh, that's right.
Started.
You just did. Right. Okay. So yeah, let me know when you post that to Clav.
Yeah, go for it, dude. It's all you.
No, it's us.
It's us. Collaboration.
I don't have the machine to put it in, so it's just like all I have is the
right.
And you have the knowledge to do the coding and
weren't we going to put your name in the bottom? Where the
I ended up not doing that.
I thought you were to put it in the blocks on the ground.
It's too hard because the blocks are 3-dimensional, so I'd have to go in and 3D model it and then pop it in somewhere.
Yeah.
And I got tired.
We're talking immortality, dude.
But it's like two people will probably do this mod, Mark and maybe somebody else, and that'll be it.
It's immortality. You should sign your name. Just
yeah, I probably should have.
I've never signed my name in any of that shit that I've done for arcade stuff. So
yeah. So what do you do? Yeah, so
I don't. So
I know we should, but yeah, I was gonna cut in the words mock in here somewhere, but
no, the whole name, Mock the Magic Man.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That won't be distracting.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
You could never unsee that.
I dig how this is just running while the game's in attract mode. Like
it's gorgeous. Yeah,
it's really cool. It looks great.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm on my work computer
and Teams popped up, and I got an urgent Teams request. This is the danger of using my work computer for the show, so I apologize for dropping out for a little bit.
That's why you quit. Really quit that app, like I do at like 5 p.m. or whatever. So nope, I'm off.
Yeah, it always seems to be running in the background. I just have to log
You just go in the taskbar, right click, quit.
Quit. Yeah. Ooh, I could just fantasize about quitting. I quit.
Well done. I mean, Mock, you guys, both of you did an amazing job with that. Looks fucking cool as hell.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, so I was going to ask Mark, so the final product, you're not going to probably have a MacBook in there running it, right? So you're probably going to be running it on something.
Right.
Something like maybe a little cheapy PC or maybe a Raspberry Pi or something.
Casio calculator.
I hope it's a Pi. I mean, Pies can definitely do that.
Because if you do a Pi, you could sell it like a Pi kit. That's for the 5 people that have a Discitron.
Well, yeah.
There's a lot, actually. There's 88 people on Clav who have an EDOT. Oddly, well, either an upright or an EDOT. I think
that's why you got one. You want to be number 88.
88.
Well, wouldn't that work with a regular upright too?
I gotta go look at one. I assume it has the same backdrop. I mean, I don't ever get to see one that's not like a cut version.
The plebes. I get it.
Is there so there's the regular stand-up one. So I wonder how many of those are out there versus the environmentals.
So there's the stand-ups, the environmentals, and then the cut environmentals.
Right.
So the environmental you have I thought I could have sworn Jeff said to me, because I was talking to him about this at Grinkers, that he had to go and get a chip to get it to work for the voices and get that like somehow installed in or coded in, or he did something to get it to work. Well, you didn't have to do that?
No, because it was always an environmental and it always came with a squad.
Oh, so the board in the first place was environmental.
Yeah. If you wanted to run in an upright, you actually can stick the board in and then trick the PCB. I think there's a jumper somewhere. What's funny is that they had like 4 total memos that they sent out. One of them was to say, hey, we accidentally wired a light bulb wrong and your cabinet could catch on fire. But another one was about the squawk box saying, oh, it's not compatible, blah, blah, blah. But again, it was just a jumper.
Oh, they said that so you wouldn't turn it on.
I guess.
It was really cool. I'm surprised they didn't just keep the voice thing in the stand-up, because it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make sense.
Like they were trying to make it premium. Like it's like, oh, this is like the leather seats option. You guys don't
get
that.
Pinball.
You guys got the
fucking Stern Tron.
Yeah, it's a Stern thing.
That's exactly it. Fucking Midway. Show some love.
So on other Tron news, Tron 3 is
I can't believe it.
Pretty much greenlit, and it's in production as we speak.
Whoa!
Wait.
So they are in talks right now with Daft Punk too, to get them to come back because they were so popular.
Fuck yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because that was the best part of that song.
Totally.
Soundtrack was one of the best parts of that movie.
So Necros gave me this news, by the way. So I gotta give him some props that he's gonna hit me up. And
my question is it still
my reporter on the scene?
Is it still the same director? Or are they changing things around?
They might go with the same director again. They're still debating what to do. I would hope not. I would rather have them get somebody that can really handle a really
Abrams.
A fun adventure, like the guy who did Thor Ragnarok. That was such a fun movie.
That was a fun movie.
Waikiki.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, and then here's my question. You said Tron 3 implying it's a sequel. Tell me it's not a fucking remake or some shit like that.
No, sequel.
Okay.
Yeah, and
sequel to Legacy.
Leto,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Jared.
Is it Jared Leto?
Because they had it all
he's
set
still
up just
connected
fine.
to it.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, but the executives at Disney said that that we were waiting until it was the right time to bring that franchise back. And they said
During a pandemic?
Now, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now's the time. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why we're about ready to like end the human race? You mean?
Yeah.
It took us 30 years to make the sequel.
Maybe
so
they're implying
about,
that's where this world's going. We're all going to
Every
be in
10
a
years?
computer. That's
every
where we're all going to
15,
live.
20, 30 years,
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and put out a sequel for that franchise.
Yeah, didn't Tron come out 2010?
Yes.
So it's
Damn.
10 years
Legacy.
ago.
Yeah.
So 10. So the original was what,
Jim,
82?
10.
Carrie did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking damn.
81? No.
No,
81,
82.
right?
82, I thought.
82.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 82, I think.
So yeah.
Duh. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm trying to actually remember the way I'm remembering is like the on the control panel, I think it is, or the marquee, it has the copyright notice. And
and
trying
it
to
says
remember
1982
from
yeah.
the arcade game. Yeah.
Yeah.
but-
Same year as
I can see that.
Robotron.
Ooh, yeah.
Fun
I know
fact.
it's one of my arguments. That people
Thank you.
always
So-
say
Harry.
that Tron sucks, but like I'm just saying, like put it in perspective. That like look at the other games that came out the same fucking year. It's actually not that bad. And
I
it's a
like
beautiful
Tron,
game.
the arcade machine. It's just,
Yeah.
I just don't want to pay over $1,000 for one, you know?
No, and you should.
So I get like I said, I'm part of that cheap, what is it? I forget what it is on Facebook. It's where people get games dirt cheap.
For arcade.
Kevin Sins
yes,
on
or
it, and
something.
he
Yeah.
brought me in. Yeah, poor me. I was like, so this one dude on there got like 8 arcade games for like $500. One of them's a Robotron. I'm like, you fucker. God, it was a nice looking Robotron too, by the way. And then one of them, and also it had was it Gyrus? Is that what it's called? Is that the one the spaceship goes around? Yeah, that one, and that looked pretty decent. And yeah, you've got all these like nice games for like 500 bones. I'm like, oh, it's because they don't live in California. California, all the games have been picked over and gone. You know, it's
There's
hard
no
to get
barn
good
finds
deals.
in California.
Except for
Barn-
the games that GAC finds.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's say the barn finds are pretty much gone out here.
I think with
Yeah, none
the
of
bars
barns. Yeah, 'cause
closing.
all of our real estate's so expensive, people sell that shit off right away.
Yeah. So maybe with the pandemic and the bars closing, we'll get some barcade games at a decent price when they have to get rid of them, you know?
It's a joke.
The only
It's
problem
a
is
sad joke.
LCD.
I know it's not really a joke. It's
one.
almost
Yeah,
reality,
it's kind of
right?
semi-serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like fuck that. Flood the market. All these people, who have
Pop
these
that bubble.
dreams. Yeah. Pop that bubble and let's get games back down to a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys would get a kick out of this.
Stupider. Oh wait, you're Marble Madness? Oh.
Yeah, I posted on so today I
Have you got a
opened up
response yet?
Yeah, I have. But I opened up the gates and because I had it so like 2 days ago, I posted it on just the Minnesota Facebook Marketplace, and then yesterday I opened it up to the general Facebook Marketplace, right? And then today I was like, oh fuck it. I'm here, gulp. I'm gonna post it on Clav. Let the price police commence. And then I also put it on Craigslist, and I don't know why I put it on there, but I get a response like within like 15 minutes. I get an email, and I gotta read you this. So, this guy responds, not
Maybe
trying to
like
be
share it, and we can see this.
no, it's just
okay.
I'll just read it.
Not trying to be a dick.
Like, It's,
no,
that's
no.
exactly
Call
it.
him
It's
out.
it's like when like Carrie always says, when someone starts out with no offense, but blah blah
Fuck you.
blah.
Just say fuck you right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
exactly.
this guy responds. It's like 2 sentences. Not trying to be a jerk, but you'll get $350 if you're lucky. Totally good luck. And I respond, mind you, I didn't. I was gonna play the same card. I was going to play the same card, be like, not trying to be a jerk, but you're an idiot. But I didn't do that. I was like, thanks, but I've been in this hobby for nearly 20 years and know what these games go for these days. This isn't your typical 60-1 or arcade 1-up. I've already had offers in the XXX range because I did put a figure out there, but I wasn't gonna spit out. And then he responds, "Oh, I hope you get it for real. I'm selling some too. Promise, not being a jerk. It's hard right now. Like it's all in little fragments." But I didn't respond. But I was like, I just had a good chuckle. I'm like, yeah,
you
have no clue, do you?
What are you selling, dude?
I know, but like the thing is, like you could tell, it's like one of the flippers,
it's like there's nothing constructive.
Collector who's just like being like, yeah, good luck with that, but hey, if you would just sell it to me, I'll give you $450.
But that's just it. He didn't even throw a number. And so to me, that's just like, you're just a dick. Like, why did you even spend any time sending this kind of message out? Like that's actually worse than Clav Price Police, because at least they're bumping your thread.
But like the thing is, like, but low ballers work. I mean, there's a reason why people come in and lowball shit, and occasionally they'll strike gold. And yeah, it takes 50, 80, 100 strikes, but then that's the guys that'll post on Mock's Facebook thing why they get like a Robotron for $300.
Yeah,
$100.
Well,
or
whatever. Yeah.
But that's how that shit works.
$100.
Like obviously, if you run into a collector, you're gonna hit a fucking firewall there. That shit.
It had its side art. It looked almost like home owned.
Right. But that's the whole like art, like the car collector club. Post? Right, like car collectors.
No, I haven't.
Like,
you have to.
Oh, okay.
Jim, you should just be a dick back. You could just $350. Yeah, I'd take that in a heartbeat. Come and get it, and then don't respond anymore.
No.
And I had to deal with that shit. Yeah. Then it's. But yeah, I know. It's just like, it was a good chuckle and a shake your head moment. But then I was telling Carrie when before I listed on Clav, I already had like, it's no secret, because I've got posted out there that I'm asking $3,000. That's my, I did my fucking research. I know what's worth, how much work I put into it and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm asking $3,000 from a Marvel Madness. But before I posted on Clav, I was just curious. So I went through the 4 sales. The last, from searching, doing the advanced search and everything, the last complete decent Marvel Madness that was sold on there was from 2017. Oof. So it's been a little while, and that one was like 2,700 or 2,800. Yeah,
nice.
So I mean, like, I'm not that far off. And if people want to make offers like they have been, that's perfectly fine. I'm waiting on one guy to actually respond. We might possibly have a deal depending on what he says. So.
Does he have the game you want?
No.
Oh, okay.
It'd be a sale.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know where he lives. So I'm not sure where he. Like, I've got a couple offers, but this one seems like the most potential. He's only been on Clav for like a little over a year, and he's only got like 44 posts. But I looked him up, and they're like all like him buying games, like PM sent and paid, blah blah blah, and like he doesn't have that much. He hardly has any feedback, but it's all 100%. So it's like, sounds like he's buying stuff up. So we'll see.
I was gonna say, like, this was a few years ago, but when I was selling the 3rd red tent, and I got the response very similar to that on Craigslist, and I had it for I think I was listing it for 1,200.
Oh yeah, fair, totally,
something like that.
Nice price, yeah.
For today's prices, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, what does a red tent go for now?
Oh Jesus, I don't know.
$3,000?
Like a restored?
Just one that's like mediocre shape.
Oh, mediocre.
Actually,
shape?
did Gax just sell his?
Maybe around 1,000.
Oh, okay.
For mediocre, but unrestored. But that would be like one that has like the dents and fucking scrapes and beat up.
Probably a monitor with burn on it.
Buttons.
Maybe a fucked up monitor. Yeah. So that's not like a nice. So, but I was selling a restored.
Yeah.
You're selling a cherry version.
Yeah. Both working monitors, all original buttons, all that stuff. Anyway,
brand new paint job.
Brand new fucking paint job.
Remember that?
So you got a similar Craigslist response?
And we got a similar response. And it was
good luck with that.
and I was selling with Super Mario Brothers and Excite Bike. It's like, give me the slam dunk games, and then there you go. There's the red
Yep.
tip, right? So, and I had it listed at 1,200. And mind you, this was like, I don't know,
4 or 5
5
years ago.
2014, 15.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
And yeah, the response I get was like, "Oh, dude, like there's no way. Like that's just crazy talk." And you know, your pictures, whatever, it's maybe beautiful, but I'll give you like 350 for it. And I was like, I recognized the fucking email address as a local collector.
Oh, there you go.
And I was like, "Is this fucking so and so?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's me." And I was like, "Oh, yourself. You know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
You know the fucking work I put in this thing. You can go blow yourself because I'm not selling this shit for."
Yeah, that's when you're
That
like,
kind of
oh,
price.
haha, funny joke. Have a nice day. Thanks for the laugh.
But he was clearly doing like the typical like Craigslist
Yeah.
lowballing, where it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell that for that shit."
He was
blah blah
sniffing.
blah. He was just sniffing. He was hoping I'd be like, "Oh, all right, yeah, you're right. I'll give it to you for like, you know, 250." Like,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Or,
I've got like
any-
60 hours into every single one of these machines, so no.
Yeah, right. I know.
just
I
flashed-
thought about that too. Like, I don't think. I don't think I'd let. I mean, first off, I'm not gonna sell my red tent, but like, it's one of those like.
Oh,
what
yes,
would
you
be
are.
the-
And you're going to go buy another pin with it.
Yeah.
I'll give you
And put
350
it-
for it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Look with
cash
that.
money.
Oh no, Gino, that's too much, man.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you for 200. Yeah.
Now that you have a pin and you've been playing Wonka, do you think, God, maybe I could put another pin like right there?
No.
I could.
No,
So
I've
when I get
got.
frustrated with that one, I can go to that
Yeah.
one.
I've got. I've basically got my my plans for this for my apartment to be complete. Like I got it all laid out. No more. Yeah, not another pin. If and when Marvel Madness goes, Super Punch Out will replace it, and then Super Turbo in a big blue, and then I'm done. And then
Wait,
it's just like,
So
Yeah.
where, do you have actually space set aside for where the big blue would go?
yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh.
All
Yeah.
right, and so you're selling Marble Madness before you get your big blue, even though you
Yeah,
have space for a
because-
big blue
because-
and a Super Punch Out.
Whoa.
Super Punch Out is actually, I think it's a hair narrower than Marvel Madness, and then Red
Really?
Tent would be moved out of here. What's that? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised you'd put a Super
that's a
Punch Out, 'cause
Nintendo cabinet.
You're
They're
already
pretty
like
skinny.
really good at it.
Yeah,
and play
yeah,
it for a really
right,
long
okay, fair
time.
enough.
So I mean, wouldn't you be bored with that already? Because you're already really good at it.
No, and I'm not even that good at it because I wanna.
You can play it for 45 minutes. What do you mean?
No, I can't.
Well, did you say the punch out's a little bit that one you can kind of
You can marathon the first Punch Out.
But not the
I
Super
have
Punch
yet to
Out.
see anyone marathon Super Punch Out.
right?
It's just a completely different animal. The games are shorter, it's faster, and yeah, going for records and stuff. Just it. I mean, you saw me at Grinkers. I'm fucking on that thing all the fucking time. Like that doesn't get old. That doesn't get old to me.
Okay.
So
Do you have a line on either of the
I was
cabinets
watching
then,
and
or
it was
nothing?
old to me already.
oh, I like getting to like the third, fourth round and seeing like if you know just trying to figure out is there a pattern or something that I try to crack it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun. What were you saying, Gino?
No, do you have a line on either of the cabinets yet on the big blue or the Super Punch Out?
No, one thing at a time. I mean, because even if I had like if I was just seeking out a Super Punch Out, I'm not gonna do that until I have the cash for it. So because then it's like, oh, I found a Super Punch Out. Now I need to get rid of something. Then it becomes
Yeah.
I have to get rid of something. Whereas now it's like I'm not in a hurry. But if that's the case, then I definitely I'm not gonna throw it in my storage unit or anything. So yeah. So like right now it's just like, well, we're gonna put this out here legitimately and see what happens, but I'm not in any hurry. So and then the big blue, I'll see that out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my
Gak's
God,
got-
Gak, that's
Gak's
awesome.
coming to us
Sorry, I was
live from
partying
the,
hard here a little
from
late
the-
tonight. I almost forgot to, I get so distracted by
Oh
all
no!
from the blue oyster himself. Does it say
Sold
blue
all of his
oyster in the
cabinets and
background?
got himself some friends. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm your
It's Blue Oyster
turbo
Tuesday
lover.
at the Gak House.
Yeah. Did you sell your red tent?
I traded it.
You traded. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
for your
actually
Nightmare on
did
Elm Street.
Yep. So I did get my
Oh,
second pin last Friday.
Oh yeah, how are you enjoying it?
Oh, good.
Good. Yeah. So I think there may be a little bit of an issue already, but I'll have to figure it out. It seems like the Freddy head, it like opens up and like barfs balls out, kind of.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But like it seems like it's like constantly opening and closing, like every few seconds it opens and closes. And I don't think it's supposed to do that. Like even when it's not in gameplay, it's just sitting there, not being played. The mouth like opens like every 5 or 10 seconds.
Oh,
Ah.
maybe he likes you, or I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I need to do some fake voices.
What about those guys behind you? How often do their mouths open?
Oh.
Oh, they all got a mouthful already,
I mean,
so they're
basically on request.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So,
So,
all right,
Gak, looks like are you starring in Nightmare on Elm Street 2? Right there?
Yeah. There
Nice.
you go.
Oh.
Wasn't there a scene where they go to like a gay bar and
Yeah.
and then the coach is there?
Coach is there. Yeah.
And
then-
he's like wearing like the He-Man straps across his chest.
Well,
too.
Bob
not
Shea
good.
is the fucking bartender.
Yeah, Quado.
Yep.
And then he
And
makes
then
them
he-
do laps after that. Like, what the fuck? You don't.
And then to the
Can't do
showers, and then
Yeah.
Freddy's power takes over. He's able to slap his butt with whipping the tail with the.
I call that one the bed knobs and broomsticks
Or
death
rat
scene
tails or whatever
because
they
like
call
all
it.
the like
whipping
the
the towel,
tennis
yeah.
balls,
Yeah, the towel, the
like all the
wet rat
tennis
tails.
balls and like the fucking basketballs and shit start flying off the shelves.
Oh, like the
And, like, yeah.
substitutionary locomotion.
Yep, that's what that reminds me of. Until so fucking funny.
Substitute. Yeah, that movie's a trip.
It's so bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit hot out there for me right now, but I maybe later if I feel up to it, I'll show off the pin. But yeah.
What
Gotta
was the
cool
second
off. I
pin
just got
again?
back from walking the dog, so it's hot out there. Yeah.
What was the second pin again?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
The
we're just
first one
talking about
was
that.
roller games.
Yeah,
Like roller games and Nightmare on Elm Street.
that's supposed to be a fun pin too. So.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, Gak's got 2 pins now.
I know.
Jim, you got to play
Yeah.
catch up. Carrie's got 3 or 4 pins. and
I've got 3, but
I got
actually, I'm
3.
gonna try to sell one of them.
Do we,
but
do we
I,
want to do this by dollar value? Just kidding.
Oh, right.
Andrew's got
Yeah.
3 behind him that are looping behind him there. I got 3.
Sorry, Mock, you can't convert me to the dark side. I will not be a pin guy.
Join us.
Yeah.
Be in debt with
Yeah.
us.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Tails on the chopping block.
Oh,
one?
nice pun.
Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt going on the chopping
with
block.
that awesome video display and
Yep. Yeah, I took pictures of it so I could be ready to.
now why is that one on the chopping block than the others?
Because it gets played the least, and I want to switch things up.
So the number one complaint about that game that I read on Pinside is I don't want to hear him laugh anymore when I play this game.
See, that
because it's
never
all he
bothers
does
me.
is laugh all the way through it.
That doesn't bother me one bit. I know I like.
Okay.
Yeah. One thing I
Yeah.
don't like about it is the LED. I think that they're LEDs. They must be.
Yeah.
They're really fucking bright. Like all the flashing and all that. It's hard. That's kind of hard.
Yeah,
on
I think
my
that
eyes.
game would actually be better with just incandescents.
Yeah, it's kind of painful for me to look at. It's just not a comfortable game to
Too
watch.
flashy in your face.
Yeah, and my other games have incandescents. Like I think I just and it is very flashy. But But yeah, so I'm gonna putting it on the chopping block, but not. But there's somebody who has one for sale in my area too, and it's been up for sale for a long time.
That's
and
the
it was
worst.
I know, and it was the ad was down for a while, and then today I got a Craigslist, like the email alert. I'm like, damn it, it's still on the market, it's still right there. So now I'm gonna have to compete with this
modded
asshole.
out. Yeah.
No, it's not. No, and he's asking good money for it. So but
you
no,
ask for more money.
The mod. No, I think I would probably. He's coming in about what I was thinking, but mine. I have all the cool mods, and you can't get like the one we just made. So it's not like something you can buy from Marco, and the other one is sold. They don't make anymore.
Yeah, the video one they don't make anymore.
Right.
The little video, and that was a
You-
custom
you can
video
always-
job that Jim did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's.
You always
an hour
slip in
long.
there and like Trump him basically. Pardon the horrible pun today.
Yeah.
But like go like,
I know.
oh yeah, but mine's
Yeah.
the better one.
Well, and it's so funny because when I was kind of thinking about what I was going to put in my ad, I was actually thinking like, this is the Tales of the Crypt that you want. But then I was like, oh shit, I really can't do that now because that's
the way it
not
should have
no.
been. Yeah.
Wait, do you
Don't
know
get
who's
that
selling
one.
the other one, or is it just
No.
like some rando? All right, well,
Yeah, but
Gino.
like I said, it's been on the.
This much for a crappy unmodded one when you
Yeah.
can get this awesome
Yeah.
one, right?
That's right, it stinks.
Exactly, like
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
It's just,
Like
it's marketing.
the video,
Damn it.
that Jim
I don't
made.
wanna
Video. How long is that video, Jim?
It's an hour.
So that's a talking point, right? That's a bullet
Oh,
point
yeah.
right there.
It's all.
1 hour
it's a
of-
clip
of-
show.
Before it loops of custom made Tales from the Crypt highlight reel.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
all it's and they're all handpicked clips,
So-
and it's also got the intro and outro to the show, so that it kind of like with your Tron video, it ends with the outro to the show, and then picks up loops with the intro,
That's cool.
and then
Carrie,
there'll be it's pretty.
What I
cool.
suggest you doing, because I did this with my Spider-Man, is
Yeah.
take your phone and record the pinball, like take the glass off of it, of course,
Yeah.
and film the close-ups of all the little toys and stuff in it, like the screen and the toy that you and Jim put in it. Then maybe mount it and play a little bit of it, and then upload that to YouTube and has that as part of your link in Pinside and on Craigslist. Are you selling on a Pinside too?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and list it on Pinside.
Yeah,
I haven't
it'd
listed
be
it.
good.
I haven't done it yet because I'm going to be gone this weekend. So
All
I'm
my
waiting on
sales have
something.
been on Pinside, so
Oh, interesting. And that's where actually I got it. I got it from Pinside.
okay. So it's just good. People like to see video so they can see
Yeah.
A, that the lights are working, B, that it's working,
Yeah.
and C, you can really show those cool features, and I think it would really help sell the pin if you got something going like that.
And D,
Yeah,
hide cocaine inside of it. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Your
exactly,
weed
right,
in
yeah.
here.
Yeah, plus and there's a hidden kilo.
Why is she asking
yeah, and I
30
was-
grand for this pin?
Oh man, it's so dusty.
And it's funny. I'd actually thought of doing that, and then I was like, these stills are coming out really well. Maybe I won't bother doing that, especially because for gameplay, if I'm trying to do it myself, because pandemic.
Yeah.
I don't have some way to mount my phone, so I'd be like, so
okay.
I'll be playing and holding. But maybe it would be worth it to still do it that.
But at least you could show off
record
the video that way, because
Yeah.
that's hard to show off in a still. So that's a
Yeah.
really killer feature. Not only they don't
Yeah.
make that anymore. First of all, they don't make
Mhm.
that screen, and it's just cool to see going, and
Yeah.
maybe film a cool part of it that you like, that I think that I don't know attract people. So
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
yeah.
So Carrie, if that one goes, what goes in its spot?
I'm thinking. Well, I potentially have a line on a fun house.
Ah, ooh.
So yeah, Funhouse. There's actually a reasonably priced theater of magic around here, but that's not. I mean, I'm kind of in the Jim position. Like I need to sell this before I get anything.
Right.
So I don't expect that to be around, and whatever it's going to take me a month to sell this. But that's why I'm like, I'm going to do it now, so that when there is something, then I'm able to act and not be in the position where I'm like, oh shit, now I have to get rid of this. So.
Theater Magic's fun too. That's a fun pin.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, those are the two that I like the most. But honestly, I really like Funhouse. I really like Roadshow.
Really?
But I hate the music. And I hate
Those
the
heads
music to the
creep
point
me
where I
out.
can't. I love the heads. So that's why I
No,
like.
no.
That's why I like Funhouse.
Oh.
So yeah,
I can
so
handle one, but two.
Yeah.
Two
And the hair,
heads
the
are
hair on
better
the
than
on
one.
the one
Yeah, you
red
got the
is
creepy red
so-
hair sticking out of it.
Oh, I know. It's like with the bad. It's like bad. And I thought it was a guy. But it's like, oh no, it's supposed to be a girl. No, I mean, but the gameplay is super fun. But that country music kills me. I can't do it. I just can't.
Oh no.
And that's the bummer. Probably for the people who like are with Tales of the Crypt, like, the laugh. I got to stop the laugh. Like, I'm just afraid that I'd be, cringing with music. Like, somebody.
Well, if
on
you're
our show
already
maybe
cringing
has
from
felt
it,
I know.
Andrew used to love the song Ghostbusters, and now look at him.
It's been ruined for me.
Yeah. Brothers do that. So that's what siblings are all about. They
All I gotta do is just
Time-
hear it for 3 hours straight, and maybe you'll change your opinion about it.
Anybody pushes the button to play, he's like, no.
He has a little twitch.
You have to play that now.
Where's that volume button?
or ever. That's to look at.
That's a look at.
It's right next to the proton pack. Just look at
That's
it.
right. It's just don't touch the button.
Don't play it. It's not there to play.
Just disconnect the start button. Make it easy.
Yeah,
on
I
everybody.
could actually make it
Push it all day long, doesn't do anything.
or maybe I could like make it worthwhile. Be like, all right, $5. You're gonna shove $5 into the, and then I'll turn it on again.
$5 a game.
Every time though, every game you pay for it because it needs to make sense to me in my head that I have to hear this music again.
Throw a bill validator in there.
Yeah, that's right.
First game's
just
$1,
$5.
second game's $2,
It just
third one's
it
$5.
spits out every dollar bill. It wants to see a 5, 10, or 20, and a 20 buys you 2 games.
I was gonna say that should be a sticker on the top part. You know how that is a
He
deal.
put a $5
$20
like
equals 2
one
games.
half credit.
What a bargain.
1/2 credit.
What a bargain. Bargain deal.
It's not for the game. It's just for my.
The instructions
sanity.
say something completely different, like
Yeah.
like 4 games for $1, and you put a
It's
5
like-
and half credit.
Andrew has a little sign next to the start button that says, if you play this, let me leave the room first.
Yeah. I'm turning up the music really loud and leaving the room. $20 per credit.
Oh man. Mark has some pins. How many pins do you got?
I think I
got
had
a Tron.
6. yeah. I've got the linked. What can I say? NBA Fast Break.
There you
Right.
Fast
Yes,
break.
thank you,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
And then next to that is the Tron Legacy. And then
Mhm.
next to that is a Rocky and Bullwinkle. And then, of course, Back to the Future. And in storage, Black Knight 2000. I ran out of space. So
Oh, you better sell it.
go. Andrew.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
There's actually one locally for sale right now.
Oh, is there?
Oh, is it
Decent
$1 million?
price.
It's like 3 something.
Mm.
yeah, I bumped it so that I could fit the Tron in there. If that helps you explain the hierarchy of what I value, I guess. But
Would you like a Ghostbusters? Just kidding.
Or Black Knight? That's a
Okay,
bargain.
We've been doing a great job of selling the game. Yeah.
You could get like 2 Black Knights at least for
I know,
Ghostbusters.
Right.
I know. And it's mine's a premium too. So, and I've modded it. So But-
yeah. So
anyway,
you're stuck with it forever.
it's got a special touch.
it's gonna stay here for a while. I still like the game. I just
Yeah, the gameplay is fun. It's just
it just makes my
get
eye
sick of
twitch
the
every time I
song.
fucking hear the music.
That's what I'm wondering about, like Willy Wonka. Am I gonna get sick of da 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 da? Because it's constant. Yeah, I don't know. I love Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but is that song gonna drive me crazy? I don't know. At least like when I play Tron, when you start modes, it's all different music. You know,
Changes
it goes
the
into
music, yeah.
all different music completely for whatever mode you're in. But I don't know. Willy Wonka sort of kind of stays with it for the most part, unless you do the tunnel part or something. But
And that's part of the reason why I want, like, I'd love to have a Guardians, just because of
there's
the
lots of music in
huge
that.
amount of music
Wow.
that's,
Oh my
that
god.
that game has to offer. And
yeah.
100%. Like, I would definitely trade. If I got a Guardians for a good price, I would get rid of one of my games for sure. I'd figure out, I don't know what it would be, but it would be something.
Mhm.
But yeah, it would have to be a pin. It could be a, a vid, but
Yeah, that
Well,
mod.
Andrew,
That,
I
there's
like
no-
that game a lot, and it's a lot of fun to play, and the music is just so variety.
yeah,
and
that
especially
well
like,
with the
Keith's
mod to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with Keith's mod, yeah.
yeah.
So Andrew,
Keith's
there's no
mod is
menu
awesome.
option to shut off the Ghostbusters music in it at all?
I don't know.
That's
You
part of the
can maybe
game.
turn it down, but I mean, but the thing is, like, to play the game, you want to hear the music.
Yeah, it's
Right.
part of the
Right,
game.
You just
as an
want to hear it over and
experience.
over and over
Yeah,
and over again.
it's just me as like I fucking am in here, so I hear the music over and it just
Well,
drives me
because your
nuts.
brother came over and played it for like 4 hours, and you were like,
did. He legitimately did.
yeah, you're like,
He,
really, another game?
Yeah, and he came over and he's like a vid guy, right? So he wants to play the video games and stuff like that. And I've got like all of his favorite games here, except for Road Blasters. Maybe I could distract him with the Road Blasters and Akari Warriors. And actually, I have an Akari Warriors kit. I just need a cabinet for it. Anyway, yeah, no, he just basically came over and just like had a few drinks and then just honed in on that game. And then that's all he played. And it had, I mean, before he started playing it, it had like, I don't know, 20, 30 plays. After he left, it had like over 100. The dude just fucking played it over over and over and would not play anything else.
How dare
I will say that when you're drinking, pins are a lot more approachable when you're drinking.
sure.
I feel
Yes.
like.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
For sure.
Well, and
Yeah,
when
I
you're
understand
playing
that.
the pin yourself, you're focused on the game, and besides the music, you're focused on the game. When
Yeah.
someone else is playing it, all you notice is
All
the
you do is
music.
hear it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Totally.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's that's a really good point.
And just hearing like your like new in box like game like coming out and like with like 30 plays and just hearing it like constantly, like, fuck man, all the divots you're putting in my play field and like the air balls is like, let me break my
I've
game
given
first.
up divots. I've given
Yeah,
up
I
on
know,
worrying
I
about
know,
those. You just can't.
You just let
My
the
monster
shit
batch
go.
is full of divots. I'm like, oh fuck it. Brand new in box monster bash full of divots. Oh well.
I get it. It was just a combination of a bunch of things.
Dimples everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey Mark, do you still like Tron pinball?
Of course,
Tron
it's
Legacy?
my wife's favorite pinball. So it works out to where, we actually have places for our drinks, and we have an order where I have to start the game first because she does better if that happens. And so
she does better as player
That's
two.
cute.
She does, yeah. I mean, at some point I want to move my pole position and then get the the Tron Legacy, and then my upright Tron to be all three
that'd be
next to each
cool.
other.
The Tron corner.
I have a
Yes.
hard. When Andrew came over, he asked me about Tron, and he asked, I remember this, Andrew, you asked me, why is it that you like this game so much? I couldn't really give him a good answer.
Yeah.
I really love that pin, and I can't really, it's just because it's the challenge, maybe.
I
'Cause
adore
it's
the
fast,
theme.
it's hard.
Yeah.
And Mark, what would you say? Why do you like the
I love
Tron
the well,
Legacy?
I love the movie.
I
And
love the sound effects.
Yeah, and then sometimes we'll walk up to it if it's been on for a while, and then just hit one of the the flippers, and then it'll say something weird and random,
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's sort of like having that movie embodied in this sort of animated thing that's in your house. So yeah,
World under glass.
right.
No, it's cool. And again, I'm not dogging it. I'm just saying.
Oh,
like,
no, I didn't say you're dogging
I
it.
love the theme. Like, dude, you guys,
Mhm.
you know that I'm a fucking Tron guy. I'm
Right.
100% a Tron guy, but I've just never. Maybe I've never had a good game.
Oh yeah.
Like I've had just like
It's
brutal,
a
like
hard
fuck you
pin.
games.
I
where it
tell
was like,
everybody who comes over, this is my
30
hardest
seconds.
pin. Play Medieval Madness, because that's a
Right.
very beginner entry level pin. Tron will kick your ass. Like you'll play it and you'll drain 2 balls like right away. And you're like, fuck.
Yep. My
And
wife
then
will
when you-
restart the machine. I'm like, no, wait.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I'm player one.
Go
What are
into
you
go into
doing?
test menu and go back out. Yeah.
Mark, did you ever
That one doesn't
replace the
count.
spinner? Do you still have the black spinner? Or do you
I still have
the-
still got
Okay.
the black spinner. Yeah.
So you got to get the clear, the opaque white one,
yes.
because that one grips the ball like crazy, where it
I-
spins it, and then the ball goes like right up one of the ramps sometimes.
I have a spreadsheet of everything you told me to put in, and I'm slowly going through it.
He's done.
I
He
gave him
did
a
the same for
laundry
me with
list.
Wonka. Yeah.
Well, you got some of the things on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that thing is pretty awesome. Keith put it in his too, so it just
Whoa.
grips the ball better.
He's not even a modder. Well, I guess that's not really
No,
a mod.
he's not. not usually. I think he still has the Milano spaceship for Guardians of the Galaxy. He hasn't put in there, and all the Batman toys he hasn't put in yet. I bet.
I turned
what are you
Chris
doing,
Rhodes
Gak?
over to the dark side. Yeah.
I got our wrestling crew here with me now.
Gak's bored with our conversation. He's like, fuck, I need.
But those are all little people.
That's my wrestling crew.
That's like mini kiss.
Yeah. Your mouth is right at waist level too.
Is this your segue for the retrocades?
This week in retrocades. Oh man.
Anyways, sorry.
Or the arcade one-ups.
Yes. Mini-cades. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
The WWF one-ups.
Necros, we don't need those kind of puns in this. If you're gonna be punning it like that, you can just leave.
I can't pinpoint it.
Then you put a big ugh after that.
Sigh.
Save that shit for movie night.
Nice.
We have a good movie night coming up.
We do, and actually, I gotta say, just movie night too. Like Jimbo, I finally got my list from him, from his incredibly generous
I'm
offer
done for now.
of
Mark,
fucking
Mark, you
movies.
should join us for movie night.
All right, when
on
is it?
Saturday.
Saturdays.
Yeah, I'll probably be home.
we all join in Discord, and Andrew streams it, and we all watch at the same time, drinking beers and watch a movie and chat, and we do a double feature usually. This week's movie is
Princess Bride, followed by Return of the Living Dead.
Nice.
Ooh.
So we've got two classics.
Yeah.
A little bit split in the genres, but like, we've got two.
Join for
We
one or
have
both.
movies.
Or,
Andrew wrote this like script thing where we've got all these movies in a pot that we've all picked, and he hits a button and it randomly picks two and throws them in and goes, "That's what you're watching next week."
That's right.
that way it's really like randomized. And if you don't like those movies, you don't have to show up.
If you don't like the movies, then you can blame me because I've like dominated the fucking.
Jim just added a few. So there's a bunch of new ones. So if you guys want to check the list.
Oh, Carrie.
Oh,
what was that? What was that, Carrie?
She's beautifying.
My thing was all wrapped around. I was like, why can't I get to my thing? I like the fact that it cuts down. And maybe somebody said this when I was getting back and stopping my dogs from barking. I like that it's just done. Like there isn't 20 minutes of what do you want to watch? Like exactly. Like okay, boom. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no bullshit. We basically make a big show of like when we're gonna hit the button right before we start the movie to pick the movies for next week, and it's all shared. Everyone sees it at the same time.
No cheating.
So there's no shenanigans.
But the thing is, like, if you want to go play with the randomizer to evaluate the validity of the randomness, you can play with it all week long. It's there, but the official poll, the official bingo roll, happens on Saturday nights right before we start the movie, the first movie. So
and some of our movies, Mark, are set up for double features. So when we put it into the database, we put a plus between them. So like certain movies will be double, like Gremlins and Gremlins 2.
Of course.
Yes.
Like we want to watch those two together, and we don't want to watch Gremlins 2 before we watch Gremlins 1.
Right. Yeah.
And I think Jimbo actually has like a fun one, like the Nightmare on Elm Street. We talked about this at the show tonight. It's Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3.
Yeah,
we're skipping 2
because 2 sucks.
That's 2.
Because 3 is like pretty much 3 is a direct sequel to 1.
Yeah,
basically.
It pretty much is. Yeah.
It is.
What was it?
Stuff like that.
And then some things that are like sort of like they feel like sequels, even though they're not quite official sequels. Like I picked Better Off Dead and One Crazy Summer because they're like John Cusack.
Yeah.
Have you seen both those, Mark?
Only once, actually. I think for each one.
Because they're very similar movies. John Cusack's might be a different name for his character, but he's the same exact character. Even I think both characters draw in it too. I think.
Yeah, I did some interesting ones like the original Child's Play and then the 2019 Child's
the remake.
Play.
That's gonna be an interesting one.
I did I'm just reading off the list a little. I did The Ring and Dead Silence because they're both supernatural, like ghosty type movies.
We haven't had a double feature pop up yet either, right? Ball
I did
Bend
the
is-
the people under the stairs and Phantasm. I like that duo.
Oh, did that get added to the mix?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what movie I saw that it's funny. I when I was a kid, I saw this commercial come on when I was like 4 or 5, and it scared the shit out of me. And I'm like, oh my god, that movie's coming on, and I could never like figure out what it was like in my adult years until like about a year and a half ago. And I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I don't know if any of you've seen it. But there's a film from the 70s. It's like a rock opera similar to Rocky Horror called what is it? Hold on, it's going to come back to me. Paradise of the Phantasm. No. Hold on, I can't believe I'm messing this up.
That's cool. We're live, but it's fine.
We're live.
Yeah.
It's no big deal, dude. Just roll
I'll
it.
write it and we'll do it live.
I got it. It's Phantom of the Paradise.
Nice.
Has anybody heard of that?
No.
No.
Stars Paul Williams. You know, little Paul Williams from
Yeah.
the Smokey and the Bandit movies.
The singer, yeah.
Like he's basically the devil, and this guy, sort of sells his soul to become a rock star. But it is a crazy fucking movie, and there's a part where the character gets his head crushed by a record press. And that was the thing that they showed in the commercial when I was a kid that I had nightmares about.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta look this up now.
That's cool.
All right, yeah.
It's directed by Brian De Palma, so legit director. Yes, it's the movie that you've never heard of. So don't watch all of it. If you can watch a few minutes of it.
No, add it to the list. I mean, fuck, man.
Well, I was
I'll have
pretty
to hunt it
excited to
down.
add.
If I can find the Blu-ray or the DVD of it, I'll definitely add it to the list.
I was pretty excited to add Return to Oz to the list.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen that. In
Oh my god!
Ever.
Me either. But I remember it terrifying the fuck out of me as a kid.
Yeah,
it's not a kids movie.
It is not. And the funny thing is that it comes up with like the poster of it. It's like this like happy cartoon.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute, like what is this? And then Jim like requested too. So like I just like fast forwarded like 30 minutes into it. I was like, oh yeah, it's this movie. This is fucked up.
I know, I forgot that she gets fucking like she has like electroshock therapy. I was like, what the fuck, Dorothy?
Yep.
People's
Weird
heads.
fucking movie.
You know what's gonna trip you out though is I've read all the Frank Baum Oz books.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
the
read them
Oz
all.
books. Mhm.
And what they did for that movie is they took pieces from about 5 books or something, maybe 3 to 5 different books, and then they pieced together and made that movie. They took a lot of elements from a lot of the other Oz books to make that.
I mean,
So like the Wheelers
that movie.
or TikTok was in another book. In fact, that's his own book is TikTok.
Right.
I mean, if you compare that to like Temple of Doom, which should, like brought in like they're introduced the PG-13 or persuaded the PG-13 whole system. Like Return to Oz makes that Temple of Doom look tame.
Well, here's the weird thing is that in the Oz books, instead of Dorothy, it's actually this little boy that goes on the adventure. And the boy, this is the trippy part. The boy ran away from the witch and becomes friends with all these different characters, sort of like Oz. But in the end, he finds out that he was transformed into a boy by the witch, and he needs to go back to his natural form. So the one of the good witches changes him back to his natural form, and he turns into into Ozma, the real ruler of Oz. Because remember how like the Oz who comes down to rule the what is it, the fair guy that goes away in the balloon? Remember in the first
Marvel.
Oz? So after that happened, the Scarecrow took over as king. So he was ruling, waiting for Ozma to come back, but no one knew what happened to her. It's because she was a boy doing slave labor for some evil witch in another land. So it was a fucking really good stories, but when you see it live, it's like a nightmare come to life. It's like crazy shit.
It is, yeah. And there's so many cool effects in that movie too.
Like how about the sand that turns you into sand if you touch it? Remember that? The Wheelers fall into it and they turn to sand and they just fall apart.
That time running, you mentioned like 70s movies that scared the shit out of you as a kid. Like I may have mentioned these before, but I think they were actually like called after school specials.
Oh yeah. My mom's having a baby.
Were, like frightening, man.
The Scott Baio one where he smokes pot.
Yeah, that's the one I posted. The Scott Baio. Yeah, it's called Stoned.
An Affleck on steroids.
Well, one of them was it was called they made a remake of it like maybe 10 years ago in the theaters, but the original, it was called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was like they were like bought a house to renovate or something like that.
Mhm.
And then in the basement there was some kind of weird sub basement, and all these kind of like creatures would come out at night and try to pull you down underground and stuff.
Oh.
It was freaky, man.
I haven't seen
That
that.
started scaring the shit out of me. Those,
That I vaguely remember that movie when you, as soon as you mentioned, like, oh
And-
yeah.
I definitely know
Yeah.
the name of it. Yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
like
it sounds
whispering,
familiar.
like you'd hear it's late at night and they wake up in bed or something. They hear like this kind of whispering going on out in the hallway and stuff. Like, what is that?
Look at that. See that? Stoned. Scott Baio and Stoned.
Nice.
After school special.
Oh, I love those. I love
Don't be
those.
like Scott Baio. He's a
Yeah.
he's a monster.
And then the other one I'm thinking of, I don't know if it was in the theaters, but I'm pretty sure I saw it as an after school special. It was called either Gargoyle or Gargoyles.
Yep.
Yeah. Gargoyles, I think. Yeah, right?
And like the dude in his barn had like a
Yep.
like a skeleton of a gargoyle, and they're like hunting him or something.
That's a
like
creepy ass fucking
Yeah, and there's like in the
movie.
mountainside, there's this cave where they're all hiding.
where they all
there.
live, and there's eggs
Yeah.
where they hatch.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the face, like the way they sculpted the face on the creature is just like
The creepy.
as hell,
That's
man.
fun fact.
Holy
That's Stan
cow.
Winston's first job.
No
Really?
Oh
shit.
man.
Yeah, yeah. So that was a made-for-TV movie too. Believe it or
Okay,
not. That's
yeah.
check it out on YouTube. I think people have posted it there, but the makeup effects are really good, and they're
Yeah.
creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it
It
was
gave
a
my
freaky
wife
movie.
nightmares. She still talks about it.
Really?
Oh, watch
Yeah.
Gargoyles. I had nightmares.
Yes.
Is the part where people are driving and it jumps on top of the car and tries to like
Yes.
rip the top of the car off?
Well, like shit, what was the other movie that has kind of the, they made like 2 or 3 creep show? No, creep something creepy. I
Yeah,
can't remember the name of the movie,
Phantom of
but
the
it was
Paradise.
kind of like a gargoyle type devil character that came out like maybe 10-15 years ago. They
Right.
made like 3 of them,
Mm.
and the devil dude kind of reminded me of the
Is it
guy.
Jeepers Creepers? Is that-
Jeepers Creepers, there we go.
That's it.
Ah,
Yeah, that kind of
Oh,
reminded
Jeepers
me of the
Creepers.
Gargoyles movie a little bit. Yeah,
He looks very similar to the Jeepers Creepers monster. Yeah,
yeah,
very similar
yeah,
to that.
very freaky.
Let's see if I can find a picture to post.
You talk about the Scott Baio drug thing. Like, I can't remember her name. There's a female actress, and it was something like doing heroin or something, or
Oh, no.
what is not Stardust? What's it called? The
Angel Dust.
Angel Dust. There we go. She like did Angel Dust and like jumps out the window of a 3rd-story house or something like that, all freaked out. There was one of those after-school specials where it was like, I'm like, what the hell?
Some weird reefer
One of
madness,
those
but it's angel
mornings,
dust.
like stay away from drugs kind of thing.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Helen Hunt.
Oh yeah, she jumps
Yeah.
out of the window or whatever.
Mhm.
Mad about Crank.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Oh.
No.
Making a mad about you
yeah, I
joke.
got it. I
Crank
see it.
madness.
Yes.
There was a place in San Francisco that sadly has closed, which it was a film repository, and they sold a lot of like stock footage. They had a lot of historic film that they would sell into the industry, and that was their primary business. But they also would do these little curated things every like once or twice a month, where they would have some of the folks who work there curate an evening of an entertainment. And so then it would usually be it could be a theme of like karate. And then so they would have like, some old 1958 karate movie, and some other like, some after school special thing associated with it. And they do like the old cartoons and a lot of the old like after school special kind of stuff. And it was just so much fun. I think they charged like $5 or something. You had to do a reservation, and then when you got there, you walked through this film vault, and it was like in some dude's apartment it practical. I mean, it was like kind of a warehousey apartment kind of a space,
Mhm.
but it was like it had these rows and rows of film, and it smelled kind of like old arcade cabinet, which just I love anyway.
Rat piss.
And it, but yeah, exactly. Yes, totally. There was undoubtedly mouse droppings around, and like the dude lived there because you were actually using his bathroom. Like you could see that like his shower stuff was there. It's in San Francisco, so like you can't.
Right.
Nobody can afford to, especially if your business is selling, stock footage of these old random, and a lot of it was like science. So that a lot of, I think one of the specialties, and I'm thinking back, is like scientific films.
Huh.
So anyway, it was so much fun to go and kind of relive these things, and they're playing them on the old movie projectors, and so you're sitting on the car, like the back seat of a car and recliners and all that kind of stuff. So it was beautifully done. It was really a shame the fellow was getting much older, and I don't remember if he passed away, but then the economy and such, it went out of business. I want to say 2 or 3 years ago now, but it was just an amazing experience, and to see some of the most random things that you would not even find with the YouTube searches. It was awesome.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Sounds like fun though. I bet growing up in San Francisco was a trip.
Yeah.
Oh, so I posted a link to Gargoyles. Click that link in the IRC. And Gak, if you scroll down near the bottom of the webpage, you can see the different makeup effects on the
Okay.
on that monster. You have the IRC. You have the IRC.
Kind of sculpted face, all green and with the horns.
Yeah, he's a green dude, but the makeup
glow in
looks
the dark eyes.
really good.
Yeah,
I like the blade on the left of the webpage from Puppet Master.
Oh, yeah.
I added a few of those movies.
Oh,
no,
okay.
yeah, you see the character Blade on the upper left on the website that you posted.
I don't have it full screen. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. That's the background. Yeah. But anyway, scroll down near the bottom of it, and you can see the makeup effects on the green main gargoyle.
Oh shit,
really
that was
cool.
a full moon movie? Oh.
I don't know. It might have been a production before they became
At the very
movies.
bottom, there's full moon streaming, so maybe that's okay.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a fun little. It's not very scary to today's standards, of course. It's just more interesting to watch for the makeup effects and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you're a little kid watching that shit, it'll make you shit egg rolls.
Yeah.
Shit egg rolls.
Little 6-year-old Chris Gak was freaking out watching that shit.
Yeah, mommy.
I'll definitely pee in my bed that night.
No, nightlight is on.
Yeah,
totally. Dave from Buffalo has decided to join us. We haven't seen him in like 4 months.
No, I was
gambling,
playing poker.
No, my daughter's birthday's tomorrow, so today was my in-laws are here, and my niece and nephew were upstairs. We were watching The Prophet.
Wow.
And then I was doing tons of work today. My washer started leaking, of course, when the in-laws are here, so I have to get the washer. And then I wanted to get it where I could stack it, because my washing machine was like 14 years old. I bought like a new dryer like 2 years ago, but they changed the profile of them. So you can't, I'm like, hey, can I just get a washing machine? I'll stack them. I want to save space. He goes, they changed all the profiles.
of course they did.
Those dicks.
Yeah.
You know what? I bought this washer. It was like a dryer. It was like a $1,200 dryer. And I got it like on closeout for $297. I've had it since October 2017. Today sold for $225 on Facebook Marketplace.
Just so you can get a matching set.
Yeah. Well, just because I wanted to stack them.
Yeah.
And then it gave me, and then I threw the other washing machine out because they can't deliver it till Tuesday. So I'm going to redo the floor in the laundry room, like just, it's stupid tile stick shit.
Right.
But it gave me a reason. So I was working all day.
And you can get another game in that space next to it now.
Yeah, there you go.
The goal is to divide the room in half, and that'll be, or the basement in half, or not even 3/4 of it arcade, 1/4 of it laundry room and workbench, but by stacking them, that's where we can put the laundry that we're gonna lose. But so that was my day.
So you know how like at some of those libraries they have those like fancy ladders that are on wheels that you can roll back and forth to reach the upper shelves.
Mm-hmm.
So like my ceiling in my garage, I could barely shoehorn 2 machines vertically on top of each other. So like, gosh, I get like a ladder that could roll along, so I have twice as many games, right? Yeah, climb up a ladder, stand on a ladder while you're playing a game, right?
Just lay them all on their side, then you can just sort of
there you
lay
go.
down and then
Exactly.
X catwalk.
Like
I'm much better on my left side than on my right side. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you tell yourself, I might have a problem.
Yes.
Lewis.
Hey.
Lewis in the house.
Cheers. Good evening.
Hey, what you drinking? That looks tasty, whatever it is.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
But with a twist of like
it's a glass of arcade.
It's clever, yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Some Asian whiskey? What was that?
It was some Japanese whiskey, Oichi.
Oh,
Interesting. You know they made whiskey.
Yeah.
They actually have very good whiskey.
Huh.
But as it turns out, this one is not that good.
Oh no.
But you know what? It was free. So
I was drinking whiskey on movie night, and it really fucked me up.
Yeah,
really hammered.
I have a question. Has anybody blacked out during this show and like you have no recollection, like somewhere in the middle of the show you just forgot what was going on, and then the next morning
Definitely
you get
had it very fuzzy.
Where I forgot I said certain things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
But
We've had,
no, it doesn't. We can't. We're not quite up to. You do have a record there.
Okay, good. I've done that once. That was weird.
I thought you were going to talk about Adam.
Yeah, I was just going to say, much like your co-host, we have had someone fall asleep.
That is true. Yeah, I know. I mean, it was only Nolan Bushnell, so I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, the B-list guest. So,
Grinker Steve fall asleep a couple times. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
he
falls asleep a lot.
Yeah.
Tilted back, mouth open.
Good times. He's very. He has good humility about that, so that's nice.
He's got that going for him.
Yes.
Well, Dave can't hear our conversation right now, but we did the poker night Sunday night. So the guy Adam Jackson, AJ2, I think is his handle. He's been to Green Fest a couple times. He came in late and he had already been drinking and doing who knows what. And it was like we were only like 15 minutes into playing the round, and he's just like totally nodding off, like he was like asleep. And we're like, do we wake him up or just kind of let him lose his hands, because you automatically have to play.
Well, and the game really beeps at you loudly when you haven't made a decision.
But it went through a while, and then eventually we're like, hey, Adam, you should probably like pay attention because you still got money in on this game. And he totally turned around. Like, I think he freaking won the whole thing.
Well, I was
like,
probably his poker face.
Going from like falling asleep to waking up and then taking it.
He reached like a Zen state.
Yeah.
Sleeping's his poker face.
That's what I call.
Yeah. That was pretty epic, by the way. But he's like the master of falling asleep. Like he did that at Grinkers last year. He's like nodding off, passing out on a control panel, and then like 10 minutes later, I see him walking around playing games, drinking beers. I'm like, what the hell?
Second wind. Yeah.
And he got the gap award. It's all strategy, Gap.
Yes. This is a 10-minute power nap, and then he's back at it.
That or he's got narcolepsy. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark, I like your Commodore 64 shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Give you a compliment on that. Nice and classic.
T Fury, I think, is where I got it. I never actually owned a Commodore 64. All my friends had them, and
same here.
I just go over there.
I couldn't afford one. That's expensive.
So expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a TI because they were cheap.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, and Texas Instruments.
Yeah.
4A. 99 4A.
4A.
I saw your post, Mark, on Facebook, but you didn't do a wide enough shot on the TI cartridges. I was looking desperately to see other games you had in there.
Yeah, I that was my Instagram post. It squared it off.
Yeah.
But I programmed a BBS actually on my TI 9948.
Nice.
Oh, skills.
How are you connecting that thing? I don't remember it having a.
So I ran a wire from the RS-232 port to the joystick port, so that I could read whether I was connected or not. Like because I could still. There was call joist in TI Basic.
Joist. Yep, it
And
was
so
TI Basic. I totally fucking remember that.
Exactly. So you could like see what was going on. Yeah, it was a total hack as far as reading pins being true or false, because I couldn't figure out how to exactly read the RS-232 port pins. Good times.
Dude, that's badass. Yeah. No, I mean, 99.4As. I remember my elementary school. We actually had a bunch of those in our very first computer lab back in like fucking, I don't even want to say when.
Is that the one that's like black and white and it kind of goes down as the keyboard molded into it as one unit?
There were two models. There was a beige model. Well, I don't know, maybe Mark knows better, but I remember two models. There was a beige model that was kind of like the Commodore 64, except it had a cartridge port.
Okay.
And then there was the silver one, which was the
model.
fancy one that was the one I had at home. And that was it had like the brushed stainless.
Right. That's the original one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I guess my dad just had a straight up computer because his was like a monitor and then it went down at the bottom with the keyboard like molded into it.
Oh,
it
no,
like
this
a typewriter keyboard on it,
It was all one unit, right?
Yeah.
All one unit. Yeah.
Keyboard,
It's like early Apple kind of style things.
Yeah.
No, this was like you plugged it in. Like, I mean, my TI, like for sure, like I plugged that into
Nerds.
the black and white TV that I had for my.
What are we waiting for? Let's get them.
So
I can't believe you guys just got beat by a bunch of nerds.
I'm sure that TI probably had a dedicated monitor like Commodore did, but I never. We had a black and white TV.
Everybody used a TV, man.
Yeah, how many colors did it have if you had a color monitor?
16
games.
Yeah, 16.
16 colors.
I mean, it was still composite, like a regular old monitor.
Yeah. But that was the first system like loading up games off of like fucking cartridge, like cassettes.
Yep.
Cassette.
That was still cassette.
Yep.
I get confused between the Commodore.
run.
I get confused between the Commodore 64 and the VIC 20.
That's
same
Atari.
company.
This is a Commodore, same company. The VIC 20 was first. 64 came after.
Yeah, 20.
I was probably in like 4th, 5th, or 6th grade, and we had one in the class, and it was like the keyboard was standalone kind of.
It's all one thing.
And it plugged into a TV basically.
Right.
And I think it had a cartridge thing on it, but I don't remember. But I remember us like, I think it was like a Pac-Man, the Munchkin or something. Was that it?
No, that was something else.
I can't remember now. I thought it was like kind of a Pac-Man clone that we used to play on.
A lot of Pac-Man clones, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a ton. Microwave, remember that one?
I think I got kicked out of the computer lab because I screwed around like with the program that they were using us. Like they had Commodore 64s in my computer class, the one I took, and I changed like the background color, and the teacher got pissed. She's like, you're gonna get out of here. We can't handle this.
We can't handle coders in our coding class.
We're busy doing Turtle. Stop changing the colors.
They're put them responsible for all this gear, and some kid's gonna come and fuck with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't. I feel sorry for the teachers.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I remember like during the free time we'd have in the library, which is where the computer lab was in my elementary school. I was like the king because I had one of these at home, and they had again the lab of TIs, and I would bring in cartridges and my joysticks, the TI joysticks, the weird ones with the button up top.
Hard joystick.
And we'd be playing fucking Parsec. We owned that fucking computer lab.
That was like the Defender clone, right? Parsec was in that.
Side scrolling, kind of. Not really. It's more like
now you're gonna make me look up. I gotta see a Parsec.
I don't think you can really turn around. It's like a
no, you can't turn around. It's more like a Gradius.
Okay.
I could see that.
Yeah, it's all permanently. You can. I think you move forward slightly and backwards slightly, up and down, and then shoot. But there was like these refuel levels and like difficult like little caves you had to fly through. Parsec was an amazing game. That was probably my favorite game on the TI.
Plus, it had audio, so the speech.
It had the voice synthesizer. If you plug that in,
right?
Yep.
They all plugged in end to end.
Yep. Like they daisy chained. Yeah.
So you needed a really long desk if you wanted a lot of accessories.
Well, but it really only. I mean, the thing was like I think they expected a shitload of accessories, but they didn't really have a ton of them.
No.
It was like a printer. The voice synthesizer was like, I think we got that with the system because like it was like, all right, well, you're buying this thing for $200. You know, go ahead and get.
Yeah,
this
they had like a memory. They had a memory expansion.
Parsec was on Texas Instruments.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm checking this out here.
TI 99 for
acoustic.
So it's sort of like Defender.
No, it's more like
Scramble.
Gradius.
Gradius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're on the left. You're flying to the right.
And you got fuel.
You had fuel.
Yep.
How do you?
You had to refuel.
Okay.
There were certain
So
like special levels where you had
Oh, you got to go underneath this rock formation.
Yeah, you had to fly through like a little cave at the bottom to like get the fuel.
Do you want to present? Are you watching a video?
No, right. I'll put it in the IRC if someone wants to present.
Do you have a copy of Hunt the Wumpus?
I don't. I think that was a cassette.
That was a cassette game.
Was it a cassette game?
Yep.
For the TI?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I remember that being cartridge.
Andrew, do you want to present and you could talk about Parsec?
I don't have any. I mean, I don't have anything loaded. To
no, I just put a link on IRC for Parsec.
Fuck, man, it's a different computer.
All right, forget it.
So if you can want to pull it up and present, I can present you. Because we know that works now. You can screen share.
All right.
We figured that shit out.
Going here.
Nobody hardly ever talks about the TIs. I get excited a little bit.
I remember it was a more affordable computer than like the Apple II and things like that.
Yeah, way more. Right. It was a couple $100. It was like almost like buying a 2600.
Right.
Back then. But you know,
I had friends that had that. It was a nice entry level computer.
Yeah.
You want to learn how to code?
4K of memory. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god. It looks so.
It actually looks way shittier than I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It says Parsec and the guy who programmed it. See, it says Jed. Herb.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Yeah, you had all those bad guys. You had to fly around. The joystick was what like made it awesome because if you had the joystick, it was so much better than using the keyboard.
Right.
So, yeah. But when you were playing this at school, was it just black and white?
No, we had color monitors at school.
Oh, okay. So you got look at this Texas Instruments
logo.
Yeah,
it had the TI in the mountain there.
Yep.
This is actually decent graphics for its time because look at all the detail below.
4K of memory. Come on, that's not bad. But of course, like my buddy down the street had a fucking Commodore, so like he was like, "Yeah, your review is a piece of shit." And I was like, "I can't argue."
You know what this is missing is dropping bombs like Scramble.
Oh, and again, so here comes the cave for refueling. So what you're not hearing is like there is voice synthesis that happens. So it actually would talk to you. And these caves get way harder. This is like the level 1 cave.
Oh my god!
Oh, this game is so hard.
Put up the sound. So it had voices.
Yeah, it would talk to you.
Yeah, female voice going. Good job refueling.
Mm-hmm. And obviously you don't need to fuel twice.
Oh, I can hear it.
You missed it. But you had to buy the extra voice modulator to make that work.
Right.
Yeah, those are usually extras.
Yep.
Look at the laser.
What you're saying is almost nobody heard it.
Well, yeah.
I think they gave it away after a while.
They were pretty much giving them away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we got ours, they just gave it to us.
I like the robot on the ground.
Yeah, again, I remember this being way cooler looking, but this is it's cool to see it. But
you gotta be careful revisiting the old memories, man.
I know.
I watched some old anime and I was like, oh god. Same story.
Yep. Look at the rocks.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Look at they have little rotation animation in them. That's cool.
All right. Oh, it does get better.
It's
great.
Look, he doesn't have to move. He just fires.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
New level.
I guess it's spring now.
The refueling gets a lot more challenging. That cave that we first saw there was like nothing. It gets crazy long. And if you touch the ground, obviously you die.
Right.
Refueling tunnel ahead. Oh, look, it says Parsec.
Yeah.
It's like Battlestar Galactica.
And Jed.
Jed Herb.
Yeah, it's got to be the programmer.
Herb.
That's
or
Easter
Jed, you're 8.
This never made it to the arcade.
No.
Well, it did. It was called Scramble.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The scramble light.
And they just improved it, right? Instead of having a fuel station, you blow them up to keep the game flowing. You know, it's very similar to Scramble if you think about it.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Just need some bombs. Now look at that. It's hard to get out of the little cave.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, you eked it out.
And again, they get even harder.
Double bullets.
Oh yeah, and you got to shoot these guys more than once. God, this is like fucking bringing me back.
Herbite.
Andrew just leaves. Sorry guys, I gotta go.
Sorry
play.
guys, I gotta go find an emulator.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to a swap meet and get a Texas Instruments, and
I see them pop up every once in a while, but I'm like, I just know that it's not gonna stand up.
Right.
Nope.
But yeah, it's cool.
Start selling his arcade collection for old
TI games.
Oh no.
This looks pretty decent though for a game. I mean, I'd play this in elementary school. Why not? Played stuff that was way worse than this.
Yeah,
like Oregon Trail.
And actually, yeah, right.
Number munchers.
And it
because that's all they let us play in school.
It looks a little bit choppy. I remember it being a lot smoother than this as far as like the playback.
Well, it might be the streaming
Might
because
be
it's playing
emulated.
smooth for me.
So there you go. Did you see that cave? Look at that fucking cave. You get the fucking thing out. They get crazy.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah. So those refuel caves.
Oh, you died.
Pilot error.
Look at that.
And those little sort of sideways TIE fighter things at the end thing always reminded me of actually Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Cylon
The
ships.
Cylon, the big ships, the motherships.
Yeah, yeah, the mother Cylon ships. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys hear my dog?
No.
Barely.
Yeah, hear
He's
something
inside.
in the background.
He's upset because the door's open. He can hear me. Anyway, sorry for Thank you for indulging me for.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we want. Bring your dog on.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does he think of the game?
Yeah, yeah.
Does he like it?
He's too
Yeah.
young.
He's too. Yeah.
He doesn't get it.
Hunt the Wampus, and then you had was it not Temple? It's the Pat. Fuck. What is the what's the one that's like an RPG game? Where you go through. Sorry, what was it?
Zork?
Adventure?
No, not Adventure. Adventure was a text game.
No,
this was a graphics game. You had it in the fucking picture.
I know, but I hadn't seen these
It was like
cartridges in 32
Tower
years.
of no, it was like not Tower of Doom or it was something like that though.
That was Ultima.
That one was great too because you actually moved forward and you would get like you'd have different classes for your characters. It was like kind of like Doom.
Tunnels of Doom.
Tunnels of Doom. Thank
Yes.
you. That's a great game too. But you don't have to pull the video. It's fine.
Right.
Oh, fine,
Yeah,
Jack.
don't
Go
bother.
ahead and
You
go
had to-
visit
you-
Tron, and I'll bring me with you.
You had to go through these like first person
Just going to
mazes.
different dimensions.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then find vaults, and the vaults would have stuff in them. You had to unlock the vaults using math.
It's weird. Towards the end there, they got real arcade games ported over. Like I got a Congo Bongo cartridge.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know if they ported that anywhere else. That's actually the only cool game. And then there was a Pac-Man cartridge that Atari put out, which is pretty decent.
So I'm looking here. It looks like someone made a Dragon Slayer cartridge for the TI 9948.
Yep, that's correct.
Could be.
Wow.
It's
That's gotta
graphic
be
based,
great.
and it's not like the cartoon.
No,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, they couldn't do that.
Yeah, Lewis is pulling out, not a TI.
Yeah,
That's
what
somebody
is
else.
that one?
What do
This
you got there?
is same era.
Yep.
Is that the
Anybody ever play with
remake?
these?
Timex Sinclair.
Timex Sinclair. This was very big in the UK and in Argentina.
That's a nice one. I think in the US they were like teeny tiny, and it was like pressure and
Yeah, 1 or
pressure
2K
buttons.
of RAM or something on it.
Yeah, black and white.
Oh, those flat bubble buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buttons. Terrible buttons.
I didn't. Those buttons are terrible.
Who's got
Who's got the button?
Yeah. Okay, Mark. Did you ever play with your friends Commodore 64? Did you ever play Archon?
Oh,
I-
Archon was awesome.
Oh, that was
remember
such a fun game. I wish someone would remake that for arcades for Versus, or something, or make an online version of Archon.
Archon was like a chess, like a speed chess type of thing, or
It was a little bit of
battle.
yeah.
That
It
one?
had pieces that looked like chess, but it was kind of like once the pieces meet, you battle it out, and and the pieces were different. Like you had different powers.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I
let's see if I can find that. I'll find it on YouTube so I can show it to you guys because it's really cool.
It was usually kids came to my house because we had every Atari cartridge that existed because we had an EEPROM burner. So we would read EEPROMs, burn them, and then we had like this little cartridge that was modded out to take EEPROMs. You know, you just pull the little latch down and then put another one in.
Pirate.
Yep. Anytime somebody had bought a game, we're like, bring it over and we'll burn it.
And as of this moment, they're on double secret probation.
Yes, virginity until age 21. So.
There it is.
This?
There you go.
You guys hear it?
No.
Barely.
Sounds like Pac-Man.
Okay, so it was a 2-player game.
Yeah.
And see, there's the blinking donuts or whatever they are. I think if you captured 4 of them, if you have a player piece on 4 of them, you win the game, I believe. So you're kind of like, so now that you're on top of each other, now these two fight. And, they shot each other that fast.
Dang.
So it's really fast lasers come out.
I remember this and being completely confused about like how to play it.
Oh. So the first row are grunts, and then all the specialty.
It's like chess, kind of like battle chess.
A little bit. Now watch how fast it shoots, though. It's crazy. Whoa!
You're a snake. You sneaky snake.
Oh. Now, you have a life gauge on the right and left. If you see that, there's a life gauge there.
Yeah. Like an alien.
So the graphics don't look amazing, but the gameplay was just super fun.
It was a tough game.
Wow.
So now they're gonna fight. Now it's the wizard. That's a wizard. He can shoot.
I thought it was a toilet.
Oh, God, he killed the wizard already.
Dang.
He's good.
The wizard was killed by a different wizard.
Oh, now he's gonna use the phoenix bird. Now he can.
Yeah, you fly in to do the damage.
Oh.
See, every monster has their own power.
Yeah.
He's trying to
flame them.
Now you hear those tones. That's letting you know that you can shoot again. You know, because you can only shoot so fast.
Oh, you're reloaded.
Yeah, you're reloaded. Oh, you got him. Got the bird.
Wow, this guy is brutal. I kind of want to see him lose.
Yeah, right. I wonder if he's playing the computer.
He's fucking it up, yeah.
Look at the Pegasus is running around. You can hear him. So anyway, you guys get the idea. It's a fun 2-player. I don't know. It's not really strategy, mostly action, but
yeah, there's probably some strategy to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which guy you want to fight against the other guy?
Let's see what happens here.
Like matchup differences and stuff.
Right.
I think this is on the
it's
PC
class based. It's like
Yeah.
Team Fortress 2. They're basically doing
like
class-based battle.
Yeah. I think this guy, he can only punch, so he has to get in close. Oh, he throws rocks. Look at him. Oh.
Knock him.
He's so fast that. Oh. He's just dominating with that thing. Fuck that guy.
I want to see the serpent go down.
Yeah. Anyway, that was one of my favorite games I remember playing on the on the.
That's
Commodore.
great. That's like a great.
It made me think of Battle Chess, which I did spend a lot playing. That was
Except for Battle Chess, wasn't that automatic once they fought?
Yeah, and it was just the animations.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was just chess with animation.
It was just chess with animation, but this is like you actually battled, so it would change depending on if you used a good character or a bad character.
Yeah, it's like combining like chess with like combat.
Mm-hmm.
There can be only one.
Wait, do we have that on the list yet? I think Highlander. On there. Yeah.
Highlander 1 and Highlander 2 because
it's
it's so bad it's funny to watch and laugh
It
at.
is. It's yeah.
Come on. Highlander 2 would be better if you were drunk. I will say that.
Have you seen Highlander 2? Who's seen Highlander 2 here?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
I own the movie. That's how bad I am.
Have you seen the alternate ending cut?
No, but I mean Sean Connery doing a fucking Spanish accent. I mean,
Yeah. It goes in the Irish and Spanish back and forth.
He's very confused by his accent.
So there's a deleted ending, alternate ending to Highlander 2, where what's the main character's name? I forget, the Highlander guy, whatever.
Mr. Highlander.
Yeah,
Connor.
Oh, Connor
So
McLeod, right?
they do this cheesy glow effect around him, and he jumps into the air and starts to float away. And he goes, "Come with me," to the girl, the love interest. She goes, "No, I can't do that." He's all, "No, we can do it together because we love each other." And he holds her, and she glows too, and they both fly into space and go to another planet.
And do they see Sandy and Danny Zuko up in the air when they get up?
Nice. I see
In
what
the
you
fucking
did there.
T-bird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the ending.
Thank God.
They're all waving.
It's so like different than the rest of the movie. You're like, what the fuck were they thinking? Thank God they didn't.
Disney got a hold of it.
They're like,
Solid writing.
This is too much. Let's try twisting it up a little bit at the end.
You know what? You know what was really popular? Grease. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And Grease 2.
And
Grease 2. Yeah. Let's flip the roles. And Grease 2.
We all have to sing along.
There's a trend here about sequels to these movies. Yeah.
Sorry. The arcade hangout silence.
Yes. Gotta love that.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
got that going.
All right, real quick, just because it's funny.
Do we have news?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
All right.
You should
We're
never
doing
have given
Highlander-
Mod
we're doing
the screen
Highlander
share.
I know, that's what you get.
Oh, you found
Okay,
it.
take it away.
This is why Andrew had it disabled. Yeah.
Exactly. No, this is funny.
What the hell?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Now he turns glowy.
A little transparent.
And our green screen.
Look
is
at
better than theirs.
I can't. I need to know it.
I'm legit.
Come to me.
There you can. This is cheap effects.
You can't put baby in the corner.
Isn't this awful?
It's
Is that Carrie
Again.
Bradshaw? I can't quite tell.
Oh.
from the Batman soundtrack.
This one, well, from A Summer Place, but
Yeah.
but I mean, it's been used everywhere.
Look at that! Look at that! Watch it turn into energy, and they fly into the outer space to their planet.
Oh, I was
Oh wait,
waiting
I've
for
seen this. Isn't this the ending of Tron?
Oh shit!
Hey,
I thought there was gonna be a plot twist there where he cuts her head off and yells out, "There can be only one." Yeah.
That's right, bitch.
No, he goes. "Ah, la, 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 la." It's like the end of Sleepaway Camp, right?
there can be
Oh,
only
Jesus.
one, bitch.
Hey.
I mean, who could do that face from the end of Sleepaway Camp?
Yeah.
We haven't watched it actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's like
face
the
is
happy
so
face.
freaky.
It is yeah.
Yours is like a happy face. So you're like,
sorry, as opposed to the terror face.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're panning down, and oh my god, what do
Yeah.
you see? We haven't seen it yet, so we can't talk about it too much.
No,
but
So they had to sculpt her face into a mask and put it on the
Yeah.
guy to be
clearly,
naked.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's just
pretty
so
well
weird.
done, but it's still,
Oh yeah, no, it looks
so
great.
fucked
It's
up.
so creepy looking
Yeah.
though. It's like, because it doesn't move.
Tasty and delicious.
It's just
Yeah, it doesn't move.
I'm like, God, this is creepy. I hope it stops soon.
Boys have a vagina. Girls have a penis.
Sleepaway Camp is a good one to watch, though. That's a fun.
Mhm.
That's
think
a
it's on
fun
the
horror
list.
movie.
it is. It is. It's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Good.
It's. Have you seen that one, Mark?
I've not.
Sleepaway Camp. Oh, that's
Well, you
great.
should join us for
That was
Saturday.
the one
That's
I
a-
watched. I watched in like high school because there was like a top 10 like underrated 80s slasher movies list or something I found,
Mhm.
and that was one of them. That one and My Bloody Valentine, and there's a whole bunch that were on there.
I love watching the little kids screaming obscenities, though. That's one of my favorite parts of them. I mean, they full on go, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking asshole!" And you know they're only like 11 and stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then one of the camp counselor, no, the cook is like a pedophile.
Cook
and-
is,
Oh no.
oh, the cook is so fucked up in that.
oh,
movie.
he's so gross.
Oh my god.
The kids,
And
the
he
little kids are
dies.
running.
Fuck you!
He
Yeah.
dies in such a totally satisfying way too.
He's standing amongst the other
Spoilers?
counselors as the little kids are getting
Yeah,
off the bus
spoilers.
and running
It's-
by, And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, look at that one. I like that one over there.
We're
I
gonna-
like
we're
that
gonna-
one too. Don't you like that one? That one's hot."
We're gonna watch this movie at some point, Mock. So let's not give too much away for people who haven't
All
seen
right,
it yet.
sorry.
It's a properly fucked up movie, though.
Mock's cliff notes to every movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Talk about movies past, but yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Movie is a little bit old, a little dated.
Just yeah.
It is, but yeah.
But we might watch it. So
We're going to watch it. It's on the list.
oh, okay.
But you know, how many years have you calculated how many years it's going to
It'll
take to
take-
actually get to the
How
to
many
those? 'Cause
Saturdays?
assuming that we don't miss a
a
single
lot.
one, that's 52. I mean, that would be 104 movies a year.
It's a lot.
Which is about what I added.
Yeah.
Close to what Jim added.
Yeah.
And close, and actually, Jim, I think you're pretty sure you contributed more than that
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh yeah, because the sequels and
because of
things,
sequels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you all should go to the page and like if you
I
wanna-
submitted a movie to
okay.
Andrew a couple days ago.
it's on the list. I've already added it.
Mock,
You can-
Gabby posted a GIF in the IRC of the. I
Oh,
think it's
no.
what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh god. That's
Oh,
so
dear.
creepy. That's the
Ooh,
guy
yeah,
with the
that's creepy.
mask.
What the hell?
Oh
Yeah.
God, that's the fucking end of the movie. Don't look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, don't look at that. It ruins the
Spoiler.
movie.
That's like literally like the end of the movie.
That's like the last 1 minute of the movie.
Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Oh.
So I gave Andrew.
Yeah. So the movie you sent is on the list, Mock. So
Yeah,
we're gonna watch it at some point.
It was a huge file. It was a 22 gig file of the Disney uncensored version of Song of the South.
Oh,
Uncensored.
Well, yeah,
If anybody's curious to watch it, we have it there.
it's on the list. We're gonna watch
I
it
was
eventually.
born to love you.
You born to love me first.
Hey, Sabu, can you make a bull shot?
Can you make a shoe smell?
I do have a couple of news items. Two things.
Let's talk about news. Yeah, news is a great
Okay.
segue
Yep.
into.
Okay. So in Japan, I was hoping Leo was going to be here for this, but in Japan, they're coming out with a Mega Man VR game. It's coming to only arcades, so it's one of those setups where
Arcades?
it's like wireless setup,
pod
and
or
put on the
something?
helmet, and I wish I could play that. Just to be kind of neat to see how they would do Mega Man.
Right now,
Super
that'd be
fun.
the worst time to introduce that game.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Purely
yeah,
face masks.
arcades.
Pop
Yeah,
in my goggles.
Yeah.
yeah, they had to be
link.
wiping the shit out of those.
If you
things.
want more details on it, the link is in the IRC. So that was one thing I found kind of interesting. Did you get any info on Dragon's Lair on our little?
I haven't
Dragon's Lair
seen.
cabinets?
You posted a update with a picture that I actually haven't seen.
Yeah, that was like the finished product, and it looked
Yeah, it
really
looked
good.
really tight.
It almost looked like exactly like the arcade game at a first glance.
If you just like glance at it real quick, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so supposedly they said they're going to have a big announcement this week, and it's only Tuesday, so they got a few more days to go. Hopefully, we'll hear something soon. So I like that. I got an email that says verification for like where you live,
Shipping, yeah.
and then at the bottom it says you'll shipping out in March. What, 2020?
And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Uh,
about 6 months ago, before even the COVID shit dropped, I was like August.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Here's another interesting thing. Sega is putting out they're putting out a, how like everyone's on the mini arcade machine trend right now.
Mini
They're
console, mini arcade. Yeah.
a little mini arcade. They're putting out one. It's going to be called Sega's Astro City, and it's going to have. It looks like a candy cab, a mini one. Let me put it in the a link in the IRC so you guys can see it.
Yeah, because Astro City is one of the names of their candy cabs.
they're-
Astro City,
Well,
no,
yeah.
Blast City, I think.
Blast City, Astro
Blast
City
City.
is one also. Yeah.
So it's going to come with a bunch of games.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks like a
Alien
little countertop.
Storm, Alien Syndrome, Golden Axe, Revenge of Death Adder, Columns 2, Dark Edge. I don't know what Dark Edge is. Puzzle
Brass
and
Tag.
Action,
Probably a fighting
Virtual
game.
Fighter, Fantasy Zone, and Altered Beast. So it has a huge price point, though. Do you see how much that is?
That is not a great game lineup, though.
No, it could be better, right?
Yeah.
I was like, this could have been a better lineup.
That's right. It stinks.
It stinks, especially you see the price point.
No.
Don't play
US dollars, 120 bucks.
120 bucks? Fuck that.
Fuck you. Where's the fuck you sound effect, Jim?
Right here.
Fuck you.
There you go. That's what I
It's like
say
a
to
little
Sega.
tiny
ready.
handheld.
I mean, there's a couple of cool games in there, but like not for fucking 120 bucks. And not for
No.
that form factor.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
All right, but then at the same time, I mean, that's like a weird countertop version of an arcade game, but it doesn't have the rest of the base. It's
Well,
not
isn't-
trying to be like a
It's just-
replicade.
No.
It's
How are you
just a-
supposed to play the 2-player games? I know that they do have a USB port in the back to plug in a controller, so 2 players can play it. But you're both looking at a little screen,
right?
you know. So I don't know. Virtual Fighter. That's the only way you could do that. I think they could have put better Sega games in here. You know, like Quartet or
Yeah, Quartet. Oh, there you go.
something
But
like
But
that's
then
not
you
really
have-
that good
then
either.
you-
But
then you got to have like 3 other players. Be able to plug
yeah, well,
into
no,
it.
they could put little USB ports in the back.
Yeah. And how
Okay,
much
what
do
would
we-
be-
See you guys there.
How much do we love Quartet at
Why isn't-
Fun Spot?
You know why? I mean, why isn't like Afterburn on here? Is it because it wasn't in a Candy Cab? Maybe they're only doing Candy Cab games. I don't know.
I guess.
That's a different controller, right? Afterburner.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, but it would still work. But
Is Zaxxon on there?
nope.
that's
Everyone's favorite.
El
the
Sega.
seller, right?
Congo Bongo could have been on there, right? Isn't that a Sega game?
Yep. Congo Bongo.
Yeah.
Coliseum, maybe? No.
Yeah, you got-
Coliseum.
They should have
they're-
just done
they're
all
all kinda
Sega
like
fighting
newer.
games
yeah.
because it's got the 6 button setup. It's
Yeah.
They should have just
So,
done.
Mock, I think
fighting
you
games.
might have shown it in the Slack chat. I don't know if you mentioned it before, but there was some other kind of Kickstarter one-up style machine that had like a bunch of games in it, and there's more coming.
Oh, yeah.
So they
I
had
didn't-
like it was just like on my Facebook feed earlier or something.
I said, "Isn't this look ugly?" That one.
Yeah, they make like
Yeah.
different versions. They have like a countertop version, and then they have like kind of it looks like a one-up style upright, like
Mm.
kind of a shorter upright. And but their whole selling point is like, oh, we already have 200 plus licensed games for this machine. But then when you kind of read down into it, I think there's only like 10, maybe 20 games that come with the stock one, and then you have to pay upgrades for all the other games. They're like
Oh, what a
$3
ripoff.
games. They're like anywhere from $1 to $10 to add each game.
That's
So
lame.
it's kind of
Stupid,
Steam, sort of,
worthless, no good, goddamn freeloading
so
son
you
of a
can cherry
bitch.
pick what you want,
But it
and you
looked
end up
like they
paying
had,
$300 for it.
The stock ones were they had Dragon Slayer, and they had the Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3. They had those 4 games for sure. I remember off the top of my head. The other ones I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that.
It's
post.
kind of an interesting concept. Like if they could have the stock machine cheap enough, then it's like you can just pick and choose. Like, okay, I'll spend an extra $30 and get like the 10 or 15 games I want. You know, for someone who doesn't have old school setup, you know, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
an interesting concept versus the one-ups to me, for the crowd that buys one-ups, I'll say. But yeah.
I'm trying to
Not-
remember
not-
what.
not like-
Hey guys, I have to run. It's midnight. It is time for me to split ski.
Oh,
Gonna turn
okay.
into a
Well,
pumpkin.
thanks for joining
Yeah, it's
us,
good seeing
Time
you, Mark.
Runner. It was fun, and
You guys are all awesome. So
and try to join us sometime for movie night if you want on Discord.
I'm in for Saturday. Just get me in there.
Can we
I'll
send them
send you a
link?
link, Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's
It's,
do it.
Take
fun.
care.
All right,
Au
take it
revoir.
easy, buddy.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I don't remember the
Ciao.
name of that
No day.
that system, Gak. That ugly thing. I just remember saying, "Isn't this ugly?"
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see it now. Oh, I'm looking at the Coleco Rostan that somebody made.
Oh yes, that's right.
That's kind of cool. Oh, here we go. This is called. It's a Kickstarter thing. Immersive arcade gaming. It doesn't have a name on this one. Shoot. Kickstarter. Let's see if I can find it.
Is it for the Rastan Coleco?
Oh, I was just talking about that. That was because looking for the link. But
oh yeah, that was. I'm sure that was a one-off.
That was a fan-made thing.
Obviously, I had a giant boner for that, but like.
You want another one?
Oh.
Yes.
Another one. Another Saturday.
It's L-I or I. It's L-I arcade. Like L-I, the letters L-I-R and then C-A-D-E.
Okay, let me do a search here.
Danny, this isn't Russia. Is this Russia? This isn't Russia, is it? Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, that soundbite's taken on new relevance.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I
like
found
you,
it.
Betty.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just provide a link on the IRC if anybody wants to look at this ugly thing. Boop. But yeah, it's I don't like the design of it. I don't like that there's not a marquee. I don't know. I don't think it's.
Oh yeah,
very
it's
cool.
just kind of a logo between the speakers, huh?
You want a hamburger? No, a cheeseburger.
So that looks like there's a. Okay, here are the games. The Dragon's Lair, Dragon's Lair 2, Space Ace, Double Dragon Games, Super Burger Time.
Yes.
R-Type, Snow Brothers, Gunbird.
Well, it's if you scroll down, it says 10 preloaded games. So it only comes with these 10 games.
10.
Yeah, so I was reading off the 10. No, I was reading more than that then. I don't know which 10 are they.
There's other games that you can get, but the 10 or the 10 preloaded games are Dragon Slayer, Double Dragon, Beach Buggy Racing. The rest are all kind of like oddball. Gunbird, is that a well-known game?
That's a good game. That's a good shooter.
That's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter.
Okay.
Andrew's showing off his Donkey Kong, which is actually worth a lot of money. It's in the box.
Yeah. So this is IRC is asking about it. So I mentioned that I have one of the original Clecos still.
Wow.
Nice.
You know how bad I wanted that as a kid? So bad.
We all did.
It's all.
Oh, I wanted that so bad. I remember going into a Thrifties and they had one with batteries in it, and I sat there and played it until the store people kicked me out.
The batteries lasted
out of
that
here,
long.
kid. I was playing it for like a good half hour trying to get to the other levels.
Yeah.
Oh, what's in the box?
It's just a volleyball.
And it's a volleyball. Yeah.
Volleyball.
I remember someone bringing in a Pac-Man.
Is this originally yours, or you got it recently? And...
No, this is a stupid story. I'm sure I've told this story on the air before, but so it's inside is the game.
I love that story.
And the instructions. So the original instruction cards and all that shit. So no, the funny thing was like I'm sure I've told this on the air, but just to recap, I was working on my blue Donkey Kong, which I don't even own anymore. And I had my garage. So some of you who've been to my house, I have my garage door halfway down because I don't leave it full open because I don't want creepy people to peek in. And some dude like peeked his head underneath like ducked underneath the garage door and was like
went out of his way.
Yeah, like stopped. He was like, "Oh, hey, dude." Do you like arcade games? And I was like,
no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
No, these just happen to be here.
And it was like one of the kind of kooky people from the neighborhood who also some of you have met. And it's like I've got some crazy people in my neighborhood. But yeah, he was like, well, I've got some arcade games. And I was like, cool.
You want to come over?
And so he's like, well, hey, hang on a second. I'll be right back. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So I went back to working on the Donkey Kong. I was rebuilding the monitor. I was doing, I don't remember what I was doing with it. But then he ducked back under a couple minutes later and he's like, hey, check this out. And he like basically had in his hand some weird like plug into the TV Atari kind of game.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I was like, cool, bro. That's awesome.
Get those
and
by
then
15 bucks. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and then like from his back he pulls out this in box with the game. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, I was like, that's pretty cool, dude. Like, obviously you like Donkey Kong, and I'm working on a Donkey Kong. You get it. And he's like,
now we
can
be friends.
Do you want to buy it? And I was like, I'm not really. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, I'm, no. And he's like, how about $10? And I was like,
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
In the box.
So
that's like a $70 to $100 thing.
Just like this. I mean,
this was
easily 100 mock with the box. Yeah.
This was
easily.
like
alone.
Admittedly, this was again.
Let's look on eBay right
at least
now
10
to
years
see
ago.
what it's going for.
With the batteries in it, was it corrosion?
Nope.
All right. Usually the lid is missing too.
That's
for the
right.
batteries.
Right.
You got to get them 3D printed.
It has
nowadays.
a lid. No, I mean,
Dave's got a boner.
I've never put batteries in it. I hope it still works, but I've never tried. However,
you never tried it?
Wow.
No.
That would bug me.
Donkey Kong in box on eBay, $177.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's all clean inside.
Nice.
It's got corrosion.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Here's another one. They want $898.
Yeah, that's not real money.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, maybe 750, but not 800.
I'll give you 350.
Yeah.
No, none of that. So
You'll be lucky to get
Yeah, you'll be lucky.
$20 for that.
Yeah. You know, the Donkey Kong Jr. is actually so much better on the.
It is a cooler cabinet.
The colors on it and everything.
Yeah, no, it's not a great game, but I mean,
cool
you know,
looking.
the screen's clean. I've never tried it. I think it takes C batteries. I just had never gone to Walgreens or wherever you get C batteries from.
You can plug it into the wall with an adapter, can't you?
Here's another 65
a little
bucks.
pluggy thing.
I don't think it has an adapter for it.
Oh, really? Just battery
So
only?
out of box, it goes for usually around between $100 to $200. But in box, most of them start at like $300. So
that's modern craziness.
For $10, you got a $300 thing. That's fucking crazy.
When I bought it, it was not. It was like
It was
a
20
novelty. Again, it was 10 years ago. So.
Oh. Well.
Anyway, so there you go. That's my Donkey Kong.
I'll give you $15 for it.
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah. All right.
I made 50%.
We all heard it.
You just made $5, buddy.
No, but the
Mark, you're committed now, though. You know that, right?
Oh man,
the man.
Can you give me a couple weeks and an IOU?
You got to mow some lawns.
And then like a week later, you email them back. I was talking to my wife. She really doesn't want me to have it. I'm sorry.
I have no space for it.
Yeah, I have no space for it.
No, but it was again just some rando dude who was like some creepy guy who was like peeking under the door. I'd be like, yeah, please fuck off, because
then he starts coming over with like kitchen appliances. You want to buy this too? And
yeah.
But I've also had the experience of like those crazy guys coming over.
I got
here
a
and
cheese
punching
grater
games.
in my trunk.
Yeah.
So,
in your games, yeah.
Yeah, the guy who was pissed off, the Defender, by the way, was not working and was like,
You got asteroids?
boom, and yeah. So,
wow.
Seems like every time you open your garage, you get somebody sticking their head in, going, "Hey, what are you doing?"
You should just have like a little doggy door for their head to poke through.
Yeah.
And then you push a button like something where like a boot kicks them in the face.
Yeah, boot to the head.
It's like a Goonies trap.
Boot to the head.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Andrew just pushes this red button and it sets off one of those like chain
like
reactions.
Bam.
It's like a
Rube Goldbergian thing that like knocks off.
Marble rolls down, hits his thing.
It's a Home Alone trap where like it's fly paper and then you have a little fan with like feathers that blow in their face.
And then he even sets off like a tape recorder that goes boot to the head. Whack.
All right, set it up. I want to see it.
Yeah, do that, Andrew. I want to see it.
All right. That'll be my next thing. Anyway, so there you go. There's my Donkey Kong.
That's pretty cool.
That's
I was
sweet.
actually showing that for
nice.
IRC, but I'm glad you guys wanted to see it.
I'm a little jealous.
We actually really
it was
did.
here when you guys were here.
I know. I saw it.
So
it was. That's another thing. I couldn't fit it in my suitcase.
Yeah.
Put the candle back.
Listen very carefully. Don't
listen
put the
to me.
candle back.
Yeah.
All of your might. Push on the
Oh,
other side
Keith-
of the bookcase.
I was talking to Keith about our movie night next week because he's going to try and join us for Princess Bride. It's one of his favorite
nice.
movies.
Oh,
He goes,
yay.
"Do you guys have Young Frankenstein in your list of movies?" I go, "I don't know. That's a good idea." Though.
It is in there.
It's 100%
because
in there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So he goes, "That would be a good one too."
Show Dick some respect.
So,
That's inconceivable.
we might have a huge movie night coming up this Saturday. Sounds like maybe Mark comes and
Nice.
Lately, it's been 10 people. We had 10 people.
What's
We
this
had a lot of
Saturday?
people.
That's
What's the
without
film?
Jim and Carrie.
Yeah.
Because we make up at least 12 people.
That would be 12. That's math.
Is Princess Bride the film this week?
Wait,
or
there's
next
no
week?
math on this show.
That's basic math.
What's the film this week?
We are
The
watching
Princess
The
Bride.
Princess Bride, followed by Return
It's
of the
Dave
Living
plays
Dead.
poker.
I love
Followed by
Princess
what?
Bride. Manny Patinkin, my favorite.
Have you?
No, that's the first.
Return of the Living Dead is the
Have you
second
seen
one.
Return of the Living Dead?
Yep.
I've never seen it.
That's the one with the punk rockers and the
Yeah.
naked chick running around all over
And the
place.
Merkin.
That's the sell. That's the pitch.
Yeah.
You're watching it. And you're gonna
I'm
love
in. Yeah.
And you're gonna
Come
like
for, come for the Princess Bride, stay for the Merkin.
it. Spot the Merkin. That's the game we're gonna play.
Although you
saying.
got that scene, and I always get that mixed up with the Lost Boys scene with the shirtless saxophone player.
Oh, I love that. Believe, whatever.
I believe.
I used to have the cassette.
That's a great.
with Lost
It's a
Boys.
great song.
He's got
Yeah.
like the dangly earring with like the tooth, the like saber tooth or something hanging. I swear that's he had like some
Maybe?
dangly earring with like a bone.
I don't remember his
You
earring.
might.
Yeah,
I love
don't
that
know.
song though. And then he's like,
Yeah.
What? And that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
You can see the
It's all like
the
sweaty.
Waco.
gyrating.
Did you guys see the Waco thing that's on Netflix or whatever?
Waco?
Yeah, the thing about like David Koresh from Waco.
Yeah. Is that the recreation one?
Yeah,
the
it's
five-part
obviously-
series.
Something like that. But like he actually is
I
on
think I have.
stage singing the same fucking song from the Lost Boys, the Believe song.
Really?
Huh.
David Koresh. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, it's.
I
know
don't
if it's
remember. I
real.
saw the show or the series. I don't remember that though.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
he-
he sang a lot of
on
things
stage
up there.
playing
Yeah.
the
That's
same song from
interesting.
Lost Boys. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he loved rock and roll. He loved
Yeah.
he loved singing.
He's the savior.
Yep.
I still believe that's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they weren't running guns, they would have just left him alone.
Would have. That's like Ruby Ridge, same shit, right?
That's how they made their money though.
Oh man, I was like super tempted. I almost went out and bought it. I just didn't do it. But Carrie, I saw you comment on it too. Slick Nick made a post about like nostalgic ice cream from like
Yes. Yeah.
Thrifty. You guys remember going
Yeah.
to Thrifty and getting you get 1 scoop, 2 scoop, 3 scoops?
Yeah.
And they were like 15 cents a scoop or something. You know,
Yeah.
something super cheap like that.
Dave, I'll play that during
Yeah.
poker next time.
Chocolate malted crunch. That was
Yes, my wife, I
I-
showed that to her. I'm like, I don't remember that. She's like, oh, that one was my favorite. The same
Yeah.
exact. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Um,
They still have it in the carton, and
Right.
every couple years I might get a carton of it. It's just so
And
good.
then I think he asked like, I just kind of openly on Facebook like,
Dave,
can you get
You
those
need your
scoopers
glasses
anywhere?
on.
Because the scoops are like the cylinder
your shades
shape,
on.
right? Of ice cream. And yeah, you can actually get those. I think it's like Rite Aid or something.
Yeah, Rite Aid sells the scoop now.
I promise a Vince Vaughn laugh. Sorry.
Yeah. What was the name of the movie again? Clay Pigeons.
Pigeons.
Good
one,
Yeah.
Dave.
Ooh, I saw
What a
that one.
fucking crazy movie that was.
I love.
Wait, is that the
It's so
one with
fucking-
I was exhausted by the time the movie was
Yeah.
over.
I haven't seen it forever. I gotta
Oh,
see
there
it
you go.
again. That and the Locust, right? Wasn't
Gabby
the Locust of Vince
posted a
Vaughn?
link to the scooper.
Yeah, Thrifty Scooper.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so we
We
should
chatting about it. and
we
that
could
reminded me.
do a drinking game. Every time you see a Merkin, you got to do a drink.
Oh shit.
Get
Does that mean I can't drink until I see a merchant?
I know.
I don't know if I can handle
I
that.
don't really understand drinking games that you have to do a thing, but you're not allowed to drink in between, or like what's
Yeah,
the?
No, I think that's just a given that you can. Yeah,
It should be more like,
but you're forced to drink.
You're drinking
during
whatever
those
beverage you feel like, but when you see the certain thing, you have to.
It
take
has
a
to be
shot.
something.
Like
Yeah.
every time somebody
More
gets
significant.
bit or something, in a zombie movie or whatever, you got to make up stuff.
Every
to make
time
it
Gollum says
interesting.
precious or something.
Yeah. What would you do for Princess Bride? That'd be a tough one. You'd have to come up with something.
Yeah, I'd have to
that
think about
happens
that one.
a
He
lot.
only says it a few times with that inconceivable. Right?
Yeah, that'd be easy.
As you wish.
Every time it cuts back to Fred Savage.
Yeah. Every time it cuts back to Fred Savage, you got to finish your drink.
Yeah.
Fuck the shots. You got to finish.
What if I'm drinking a three-finger whiskey drink?
Bad choice.
That's not fair.
No, every time you hear the name Wesley.
Who said life was fair? Where is that written?
Every time you hear the word "Man in Black" or Wesley or something like that, you could
or you could do like the Princess Bride bingo, where you make like a bingo card and then.
But everybody has to have a different bingo card.
Well, yeah, that's how bingo works.
I know who's going to make the bingo cards.
If everyone has the same bingo card, it doesn't actually.
We all win. You got bingo too?
You had to randomize it.
I didn't get bingo. Well, it's because you missed that one.
All right,
middle one's free space too. Don't forget.
Middle one's free.
How about the word princess? Yeah.
Every time you hear the word princess,
Buttercup.
Yeah.
Buttercup.
Yeah.
There you go.
Princess Buttercup.
I'm doing the math. Like, how
we
many
haven't
times
done a
is that?
drinking game yet on the show, so that may be something to think about.
No, we haven't. I'm
for
just
fun.
trying to figure out like how that works. Like, how do you actually?
You could do a game,
What would you do for
where
Return of the Living Dead?
every time someone dies, or I don't know, you could
Oh my
come up with
God.
stuff.
Yeah, no, that opens it up. But by that time, you'd probably be crunked
Look
already.
at that huge
so it's
crowd of
like-
people die, and that.
It's a problem that I have with drinking games. I don't understand because like I'm just busy drinking the whole time we're watching, and then wait,
Yeah.
I take another drink. All right, fine. I just had one a second ago. Cool.
Yeah, I think the idea is that you're
Like it's a
drinking a really
punishment.
stiff
Yeah, I mean, like
shot.
it's not really a punishment. It's not like
No.
all right, every time you got to take another.
Then you
someone
clearly
says
haven't
princess,
played because
you got to do another line. Like that would
Let's step it
that would
up.
be bad.
you have to do a whole
And
joint.
that night we had 4
Oh,
people die.
Take another hit off that pipe. 'Cause that's not good.
Andrew will barely have started Princess Bride, and then he'll be on the floor.
I will be on the floor cuddling with my dog. Crying.
Guys, it's a black comedy.
I made it to movie 2.
Yeah.
I did start it. I did not finish it, but I did start it.
Yeah, smoke a banana.
I know. God damn.
Smoke a
I'm still
banana.
just not good at that stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you're constantly drinking anyway, then it's kind of a pointless to do a drinking game. But
Right.
it would be kind of a fun thing just to do on maybe our second movie. Just slow down your normal drinking. That's what you have to do.
Or make it a game. Like that's what I was saying, like bingo, where it could be like, all right, well, like whoever gets the bingo, that's cool because they win and they can submit it. And then I mean maybe they can win.
So we would have to do that ahead of time, create the bingo cards, send them out
Something
through
maybe
email.
Maybe there's an online way you could do bingo. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, they actually
Email.
have bingo
need an
generator.
objective.
Probably, yeah.
Thing.
Oh,
Put-
really?
I looked into it
randomizers?
once for an offer. Yeah, exactly for an offer.
So you enter in all the different
Yeah,
things,
exactly,
and then
they
it
create-
randomizes them.
Right.
Oh,
And the winner at the end gets, I don't
a
know.
hug.
I still owe Gabby a T-shirt apparently. So I mean, I don't know.
The winner
Something-
gets.
I mean,
the winner
figure
at
out
the end
something.
Gets a old school inbox Donkey Kong home console.
You do have to cover. You do have to cover
$10 value.
at least $10 in shipping because I'm gonna break even.
Yeah.
Let's just give out what we always give to our to our winners. Bed Bath and Beyond, 10%
or-
coupon.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
That's
Bath
right.
Beyond's 20% off.
You should get it in your mail soon. Just check.
Right.
Not all the time.
A
They're all-
purchase
they're
of
all on the way.
$250 or more.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it'd be fun to do something like that, but we just got to figure out actually how to make a game out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Ian Kellogg gift certificate.
Yeah, you can earn. We'll start making those. We'll print them.
I can't remember. I don't think these have codes on them. And remember, because it took a while. Didn't they? Oh,
They do. Some of them do. I think I gave you my last one.
this one doesn't.
All right. I started doing that later because
Okay.
of this exact problem. But yeah.
Yeah. No. That's
Yeah. I know I'm working on a Yamato. But yeah, that'd be fun to do something like that. Yeah, we could do $500,000, $2 million worth of Ian Kellogg certificates.
That's awesome.
$3 million. I mean,
yeah.
What are you giving out free toilet paper?
No,
to-
it's like Dumb and Dumber. Those are IOUs. That's just as good as cash.
It's just as good as cash.
Ooh, this one's for $250. I'd hang on to that one.
I'd save that one.
Save
Yeah.
that one.
I'd hang on to that one.
I don't know if Dumb and Dumber is on our list, but
It is.
Yeah, I need
Okay,
something
good.
for kindling for my fireplace.
There's a typo on a year. You put 1984. It's 94. I was laughing a little bit. Yeah. Can you imagine that movie came out in 84? There'd probably be some like, because that's rated R. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, there wasn't PG-13 yet. Yeah, so there'd definitely be some more vulgar language and some nipples and thing. Yeah, it's not teen enough for that era. What you got there?
Coupon?
I have $500 trillion in Zimbabwe dollars.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
We could put that in the pile.
Yeah, 500 trillion.
That's third place.
Or sorry,
Winners on
50
deck.
trillion. I got it wrong. From the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe.
Oh,
$50 trillion.
Dave's got a rock.
Dave from Buffalo was out here.
Actually, we could probably wrap it. I suppose.
We all.
Yeah.
It's my kid's birthday
Wrap it
tomorrow.
up.
I'm falling asleep. I worked all day. I mean, not work, but physical work, like house.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Real work.
Oh yeah, washing
Had to move
machine,
it.
Karen cutting shit down. All right, guys, love you. See you later. I'm out.
See
All right,
ya.
dude.
See you, Dave.
I was gonna say he's tired from beating up protesters, but I thought that was in bad taste.
Yeah.
Edit.
Ooh, yeah.
Not cool.
Then you
I'm sorry, Dave. It ran through my head. Oh man.
Cool. All right. Well, so yeah, so game night on Thursday and movie night Saturdays. So
And what time does it start on Saturday?
7
same. So
Pacific.
yeah, 7 Pacific.
7 Pacific.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's where we pick the new movie for the
Yep.
following week too. Like
And
At the beginning.
Yep.
yeah.
And the
So
stream
it's
is
good to-
running for at least a good like 30 minutes at least before we start. So if you have to put it onto a TV or whatever, the stream's going, so you can test that shit and make sure audio is working. But we're pressing play on the movie basically straight on at 7 Pacific.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Yeah, come a little early so you can
A little early,
work out
yeah.
your technical stuff, and
Yeah.
and then you can call your son over to fix it. And
Yes, right. Exactly.
look at Gak kicking back in the nice
I know,
beach.
right?
Right? Yeah.
Chilling in the sun.
Jealous.
What
I'm
time
a,
zone?
you must
my,
have a lot of product
empty
in your hair
beer.
because it's not blowing around in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And my arms are kind of wispily flying away.
All your
You were able
I
to.
mean,
cares are fading away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
looks really
bypass the
good.
14-day quarantine in Hawaii for being able to leave your room in Hawaii.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it looks really good. I got to join him.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I mean,
Perfect.
That's just, I mean, the sound of the waves
Yes,
behind
I know,
us,
right?
It's amazeballs.
So,
You're
Mark, what
exactly
number
in the
was this
same
one?
spot. That's the same tree
I know.
and everything.
Well, no, he's right over here.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
He's been here. the
They're
whole time.
evenly spaced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, high
6 feet
five.
apart. Social
That
distance.
tree looks almost like the other tree. You can share beers and everything. Wow.
So, Mark, what number is this one?
230.
230.
2:30.
2:30.
Yep. 2:30.
Yes.
All right.
So let's thank some of the people in IRC for joining us again. The usual crews.
They were just in there anyways. They were.
Yeah, they're in there anyway. And there's a show.
Yeah.
Oh, so thank you for joining us, everybody. Oh, we're here once a week. Join us if you want.
We're here 3 times a week.
Yeah, 3 times a week during
Depending on how
COVID to
you
get
wanna
us through the
find
COVIDness. Join us on Thursday for game night, or movie night on Saturday, 7:00 Pacific. Game night's at 8 though, isn't it?
Still
do
starts
8?
really roughly around the same time, 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Pacific.
And
I mean, it's all fuzzy. No pun
fuzziness.
intended. But yeah.
But I guess that wraps it up for this week's show. And I guess that's it. Jim, do you have anything to play us out with? There you go.
I still believe. I still believe.
You gotta have the saxophone.
Yeah.
Thanks.